Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. Sorry, VTube Studio was acting up a little bit, but now it's better now. Everything's fine. All good. Yes, indeed. I'm back to Londinium. And yes, in the last episode, we finally rung our first bell. Amazing, much wow. We found out that Spriggan is not from here. He's from our normal world. We also learned that Oberon was brought to this world in his birthday suit. Not my Oberon that I summoned though, but this one. And now to continue, woohoo! And I was semi-good today. I did over half of the assignment that I gotta finish tonight, so woohoo! Look at me being productive. I would've probably finished it before the stream, but nah. I started feeling super duper hungry, and I had to make myself a peanut butter honey sandwich. Cause I'm like, oh no, I'm getting hunger jitters, that's not good. But I ate that and now I'm here. Or specifically ate that, drank some water, and now I'm here. Ooh, hello. But yeah, I just gotta finish that assignment, I gotta remember that. And it's easy enough. I did like the hard part. The rest will be easy. And just because I said that, I'm probably jinxing myself. Nope, I'm not. Nah, I believe. Must finish it though. Yeah, should be fine. Okay, and now I can go in. Hi, what am I doing today? Exploring more of Avalon. Finishing section 15 for sure. Not sure how much of 16. Depends on the night. I do wish I finished my project already, but no. I was bad. Semi-bad. And let's see, there's delivery people. Alrighty, I guess I'm gonna beat up some delivery dudes. Aw, so close for the EXP. I'm just gonna give it to her. Yeah, this is fine. This is completely fine. And she's still at 98. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Oh wait, I'll do that. Yeah, this is good. And just in case. Boop. Alrighty. I'm gonna focus on the weakest one, just in case. You got this, Castoria. Aw, so close. I still believed in you, so it's good. Yeah, this is fine. I believed hard enough, I think. Maybe. Kind of, sort of. Okay, maybe not hard enough. But not, it's be fine. And now go, do the thing! Woohoo! Yeah, this is fine so far. No pain and suffering. And hello. Great job, Gareth. I am proud of you. Ouch. Oh, the chef. I love how the chef is Christmas themed. Oh no, I will never underestimate the chef. Uh-oh. Chef, sir, you kind of scare me. But this will be fine. No fear. Yee! Hi. And yes, I will definitely finish Lost Belt 6 in time. I don't feel worried at all. I feel less worried than I felt about Onicure. Like, this is nothing compared to the path to Onicure. that was the only beast-type enemy with food. You know, that makes sense. Of course he would be the chef. And you believe in me like you believe in Spook Rate and FGO Gacha? Oh no. I mean, nah. Rain Up is totally not a lie. Half kidding. Okay, that was pretty good. Bonk. Yeah, this is fine. I probably won't get the chef down by the next turn, but it is what it is. Let's see how scary the chef is. Or wait, maybe I will. And here you go, Gareth. You can tank this. Especially if I give you invincible. Yeah, you got this, girl. Now to bonk the chef. Okay, all good. Woohoo! No worries. That'll finish. You'll miss out on the winter event because you haven't got close to Lost Boat 6? You got this! You can catch up, I believe in you! Phew! That was exhausting! Good thing we were able to drive off Woodrose's soldiers before they got in through the western gate. I swear, the nerve of those Fang Clan fairies. I can't believe they try to pass themselves off as a food delivery. And what's worse, the guards almost bought it. You think? It looked more like they were just dumbfounded to me. I guess every army has its sneaky tricks. I feel like they were more dumbfounded. My eye was entertained by the chef. Still, I'm impressed you saw through them, Gareth. None of the other fairies guarding the ramparts were any wiser. I guess it's because I've always had good hearing. I can just kind of tell where there's danger afoot. Anyway, now that we've fended off the sneak attack, let's go to the war room. The reinforcements from Norwich, which should be here by now. Okay, to the war room. What do you mean? Norwich isn't getting any reinforcements. Are you telling me not a single soldier or blacksmith is willing to join the Round Table army? At least right now, sir. The Count is doing his best to convince them. The fairies in Norwich are grateful to the Child of Prophecy, but they say they just can't afford to get drawn into another battle right now. I see. So what they mean is, the people of Norwich only care about Norwich, and they don't give a damn about what happens elsewhere. Even though Artoria, the Child of Prophecy, made the brave decision to save Britain and rang a bell of pilgrimage. And even though she's already saved Norwich twice now, they still can't be bothered to fight the Queen's army themselves. It's not like that, sir. We're still willing to fight. We just, well, don't see the point in fighting a battle we can't hope to win. Yep, that tracks. The whole thing about the Child of Prophecy drawing in fairies from around the world to your cause sounded nice, but it was a crock from the start. We've got to remember that these fairies have been living in fear of the Queen for 2,000 years. You can't get over something like that overnight. And don't forget about the Tamlin. Gonna take a lot more than ringing one bell to get all those fairies on our side. I thought I laid out the groundwork for these fairies to stand up to the Queen's regime as long as they had an opportunity. I guess rumors alone can only do so much. I can't believe this. We worked so hard to save Norwich, but now that we're gone, it's like they all forgot about it. ... I understand. Of course the fairies in Norwich won't feel comfortable joining the Round Table army without a clear assurance of our chances of victory. Please, don't give it another thought. Could you just give the Count a message for us? Tell him that we'll do our best to figure something out on our own, and we'd appreciate any continued assistance he can provide us with supplies.
Yes, of course. Now if you excuse me, I'll be on my way.
I'm surprised you're not disappointed, Artoria. I figured this would hit you hardest. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm upset for sure. I've just always been quick to get over disappointment. For the time being, let's just focus on what we can do now, like when Oberon ran around in just his cloak.
Point of order. When I said I had nothing in my name, I was being metaphorical. I wasn't literally streaking around Britain.
No, Oberon, you were. Just based on that one art, you were, my dude. If one won't do the trick, then we'll have to go for two. Right. Maybe ringing the second bell would motivate the fairies to get off the sidelines.
Excuse me, Sir Percival, Lord Oberon. I have an urgent message from our allies in Gloucester. It says, the Queen's army is advancing on the Welsh woods.
Oh no, not the woods.
Tamlin Gawain is leading an order of knights who report directly to the Queen. We can't stop them ourselves, and we can't be sure how long the Welsh woods will be safe. Please send aid ASAP. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I'm sure you can handle things here, Percival.
Oberon, wait! There's no point going alone! Stop! You can't help them all by yourself! Oberon, wait! Wait, my dude! Let me go with you.
You're right. I might be able to get there in time on my own. But even if I did, there's nothing I can do. Will you help me, Misaki? Artoria? I'm gonna help the fairies of the Welsh woods however I can. They have nothing to do with this. I should be the one to suffer the Queen's wrath.
You're not the only one they helped, Oberon. It's not just you. They helped us all. They gave us lots and lots of sweets, and I appreciate them. Plus, they're adorable.
Right, you're right. So much has happened that I forgot all about that. Percival, would you ask the fairy horses to help us? I'm afraid Retrobit alone won't be enough. I can fly them myself, but we'll need 4 of them to pull the carriage and max speed for 5 passengers. Misaki, Artoria, Muramasa, Gareth, and Da Vinci. I'll make the arrangements right away. But it won't be only 5 passengers. Kundry and I are going too.
So I've gotta stay behind, huh? Oh well, I get it. I'm not much of a flyer. And I know you need to keep the carriage as light as possible. But Habitrot, you'd be the lightest one there on the carriage. Like, out of everyone, I'm pretty sure she's the lightest. Don't worry, we'll be back in no time. Just please be careful while we're away, Happy Cat. Right back at you. You're going up against a Tamlin, right? Fairies who had their true names changed are really tough. Do you have a plan for how to handle her? Of course, in fact, I've been waiting for an opportunity like this. I'm not going to let Gawain push us around any longer. Now that's a child of prophecy talking. Okay, I just have one piece of advice. Humiliate her. Find a way, whatever it takes. That'll give you a chance to uncover more about her gift and name. The whole Tamlin thing is just a big act. If you can get them to disavow their knight selves, you can win. Thanks for worrying and for cheering us on, Habitrot. See you later. Preparing for the tough fight in Section 16. I got this. Not finished with 13 yet. Oh, silly me. 13 was a hard one. Oh, why was I thinking 15? Silly me. Maybe I need more caffeine. You know, that sounds good, Self. You should have more caffeine. Yeah, that sounds smart. Very, very smart. Too lazy. Plus, it's awkward going into the living room right now. I can't get some hot water. Mom is busy building a table. She bought some sort of like table thing on during the recent sales. I don't know why she wanted a table, but she wanted a table. She got what she wanted. And now she has to build it. It's like, have fun, lady. And now all the parts are on the ground. It was just so awkward coming home with all the things I had to walk around, but it's fine. I hope she enjoys her table. Maybe I should have actually bought more stuff during the sale times, but no, I resisted good. Because I'm like, you know, I'm gonna dedicate my current funds to gacha, and I did, pretty much. Gacha and food. And then I resisted the nice sales, and then I realized, a little bit too late, you know what would have been nice, Misaki? Buying presents. You know, during sales, presents are good. I'm like, whoops, you're right, self. Oh, silly self. My bad. But it's okay. What do I think Oberon did to Queen Morgan? He probably owes her lots and lots of QP. Clearly he has a debt with everyone. And because his debt is so extreme, I could imagine some of them reporting him to the queen. Like, my queen, this one guy, he owes me 5 million QP. And the next person, my queen, this guy owes me 3 million QP. His name is Oberon. There, I can see the Welsh woods now. Oh no, they're burning. It's okay. I'm sure everyone found a good place to hide. Let's split up. One team, take out the enemies. The other, put out the fire. Artoria, Da Vinci, Misaki, you come with me. Alright, we'll take the other side. Percival, Gareth, let's go. You heard the High Queen's orders. Use fire. Burn these rotten, filthy woods to the ground. Let this be a warning to the foul scoundrel calling himself the Fairy King. Or because he called himself the Fairy King, you know? That makes sense. It's like, how dare you call yourself a king? It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Stop, stop, stop. Please don't burn our forest. Please don't destroy Oberon's home. Please leave us alone. Please don't hurt us anymore. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. We don't want to die. No, we're too late. No, let's run in. There's a Fairy King. Capture him. We must bring him before Her Majesty. Is that the child of prophecy with them? But her magical energy wasn't anywhere near that vicious when I saw her in Camelot. Ah, you! Artoria? Right. This must be what happened in Tentago. Come on, Misaki. We need to go after Artoria. She's not herself right now. She'll die here if we don't do something. Got it. Leave it to me. Uh-oh. Okay, I can't bring her, that's fine. Because she's over here! Ha ha ha, yes indeed. I do wish they would have saved my setup from last time. Sobs, but it's okay. This be fine. At least the people whose bonds I mainly want to raise are at the top-ish. So it's good, it's all good. I gotta fuse my other crack distances later. I'd say, like, right after the stream, but nah, I gotta work on my homework. Yeah, at least that one assignment. And then eventually my paper. I ain't worried about my paper just yet. Plus it should be easy enough. I believe in myself. Kind of, sort of. A little bit. And now here we go. How bad can this be? Oh, they're buff. Ooh, look at those buffs. Speaking of buff. Charisma of hope. I love it. And all that other goodies. Yeah, this will be fine. Good job, Da Vinci-chan. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I believe in you, Arjuna. But at the same time, You know, boy, I'ma boost you. Here you go. Take this. And away we go. No fear.
あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても、私は星を探すのです。さあ、幕を開けて。アラウンドカリバーン。
Okay, now big damage time, please. Oh yeah, that is great damage. Oh, I love that. Fantastic job, my boy. Woohoo! A nice stare. Where are you going? Don't you dare run from me. You think you can just kill everyone here and leave? Well, I won't let you, I swear it. Please calm down, Otoria. Wait, shouldn't we be trying to help the survivors now? Let go of me. They're going to get away. I have to make them pay for... I'm sorry. I was so blinded by my anger that I just... It's okay. I shouldn't have done that. Come on. Let's see if there are any survivors. Don't worry about it. Let's just go look for the survivors. It's okay, yeah, I shouldn't have done that, especially with all of my awesome training arcs. I bet that slap probably hurt a ton. And the fact that she's fine after that slap just shows how strong she is. Okay, maybe there are some up in the trees like there were before.
It's no use. You're half a day too late. We killed the last of them hours ago. All that's left is to burn the woods. This is what came of your ringing that bell, child of prophecy.
No! Oh, the forest. Poor Castoria, she's so upset here. But yeah, she just took that slap like a champ. Tamlin and Gawain!
What are you even doing here anyway? You're supposed to be fighting Woodwolves now. Did you leave Londinium undefended just to come here? I can't understand it. Nothing you do makes sense. The weak are meant to obey the strong. As long as they do that, they will one day get to enjoy the strong's remains. If they cannot understand that, then the strong have no obligation to protect them. Child of prophecy, foreign mage. If you are prepared, I am willing to accept your surrender. My only mission today was to cleanse wells. I don't have orders to eliminate you. But if you insist on fighting, I will burn you along with these woods.
Looks like we have to defeat her if we're going to protect the forest. I guess we've got to fight, but if she absorbs my magical energy again... Ma'am, not right now. Please don't absorb my magical energy. Don't worry. I have a perfect anti-Gawain countermeasure in mind. We can stop her from sucking up magical energy with a decoy. That said, I only have 3 of them, so they won't last long. We'll need to hit her fast and hard, Misaki. 3 decoys? Well, that's interesting. Decoy, she says. And oh, I can put 2 others. Okay, that's good.
Well, no fear indeed.
I doubt this is the super hard fight. Not just yet. And if it is, oops, my bad. And in this case, let me just put her here. Boop. Let's just have my boy hit extra hard. Make this easier. Yeah, life be easier like this. Key. Not yet, but soon for the hard fight. Okay, good to know. So this will be fine. And then later I can actually care about my lineup some more. Yeah, this is fine. For the bonds. Okay, let's see how much insane HP she has. Yep, that's a lot of HP.
いいでしょう。アサシネイト受けたまわりました。
Ooh. Wow, she did put decoys. And of course she's targeting my boy? That is very, very smart. How dare you?
Well, this is fine. I'm just gonna have Invincible here. And even if she's immune to all the stuff, yeah, it's fine. I probably just gotta survive.
Why must she target my boy? Not the boy, please. Oh well. This is just for the funsies. If I can give her any damage at all, I'd be proud. And if I can't, it's okay.
滅亡と創生はこれ表裏一体またプララヤ一人
Oh, I can't give damage.
崩壊せん
That ain't too bad.
炎の海三日月の矢
Yeah, that ain't bad at all. Okay, it's pretty bad, but not the worst. Oh no, the fence down. I hate that. Aw, she's targeting Koyan Chihuahua. Oh no. Oh, it'd be such a shame if Koyan Chihuahua went down. I'll just give her that. If she lives, she lives. If she doesn't live, she doesn't live. That's how it be.
もちろんお
星は
望みの
縮
ままに
小し
She shouldn't be able to hit him right now, but just in case Koyan Chihuahua goes down and then she decides to just punch Arjuna in the face.
ご用
そして
件
英語
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
もちろん
行きましょう
Okay,
星の灯火が消え諸人は運命を裁かれる
stare.
あプララヤ耐えてしましょう話にならん
Good job. Oh, yep, that's a lot of damage. Goodbye, Koyan Chihuahua. And of course, she's going for my boy again. Oh! Gramps! Gramps, why didn't you come here sooner? Gosh darn it. Oh well, thank you, Gramps. I shouldn't complain. Yeah, complaining is bad, my bad.
何のため
I'm
に
sorry, Gramps.
やりま
And I just want more Castoria. Keep me alive, please.
あれはいつか見た終わりの星どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探す
No,
の
gosh darn it, Gramps.
さあ幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン
Okay,
ここで先生の剣
hey, that was pretty good.
それはこの剣にかけて
Oh, yay. And of course, she's going for my boy.
もう
Arjuna, you're way too popular.
もう
Why must you be so popular, my boy?
了解し
She
行きまし
really
ょう
wants you.
なるほど崩壊せん狂いざる崩壊せん炎の海三日月の矢
Okay, yeah, the damage difference without that buff is amazing. Okay, I like that. And she ate my spell. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll get her down now, hopefully, and she won't eat it. Yeah, that's fine.
Ma'am, not right
よし
now.
よし縮小行きましょう。
もちろん
Let me summon you first.
星の灯火が消え、諸人は運命を裁かれる。マハープララヤ。耐えろ。話にならん。
Can you please be after I break one bar? No more eating my spells. Okay, good. That'll finish. To go joke's on you, Tamlin Gawain. I have these magical rocks that you can't eat. Only I can eat them.
Hey, that was a good one. You're doing great, Artoria.
Muramasa, what are you doing here?
What, that? I just had a hunch that the little lady there could use some help, and I couldn't stand back and do nothing. You impudent little, protecting the mage with your trinkets.
Humph. Did you think we were just going to roll over and let you walk all over us? Well, think again, you gluttonous pig. You dare mock me like that? You're damn right I do. Your pathetic excuse of a Tamlin. You don't care about protecting fairies at all. You're just a mindless dog following the queen's every order. You have no right to use the name of the Knight of the Round Table. Sure, Sir Gawain could be overly serious, a bit of a teacher's pet, and sometimes he put a little too much trust in his king. But he was never just an unthinking beast who blindly accepted whatever his king told him, like you. For that matter, I know you're not really Gawain. Your true name was written on Hector's receipt. Now you listen to me, and you listen to me good. Your true name is Barghest, the Black Dog Duchess, and Devourer of Thunderclouds. Oh. Oh, that's her true name, like just the full-on title. Yo, I like that. Devourer of Thunderclouds. Well, if she doesn't want the title, I'll take it. I like that title. I want it. Now forget about the queen's gift and stop pretending to be a knight already. Though, yo, Castoria is using her knowledge of the dreams that she's been having of just regular Artoria, I guess, to know about Gawain, guys. Oh man, I really want that title, Devourer of Thunderclouds. Barghest! That's the name of a black dog fairy from English legend. It's supposed to have a glowing horn and fiery eyes, and it's also said to be an omen of imminent disaster.
That's right. That is apparently what I am in your proper human history. Thank you for reminding me of that loathsome fact, girl. You've helped me cool my head. But this changes nothing, you weaklings. Even with my true name revealed, I remain unchanged. I am a creature of the night, as far as I'm concerned.
Me too, Barghest. Yo, we have so much in common. You like food, I like food. You're a creature of the night, I'm a creature of the night. You are the devourer of thunderclouds, I am the devourer of everything else. Come on, let me summon you next time.
Sir Gawain's morning light and numeral of the saint, which take effect in the daytime, have only ever held me back. I may be a fairy-eating beast, and I may have lost my gifted name, but I am still a knight. My horn remains as devoted to the High Queen as ever, and I shall prove that by ending your lives with it here and now.
Huh? Hang on. I thought uncovering Baggy's gifted name was all we had to do to win. So why is she even stronger than she was before?
Oh, now you're timid. You just live your whole life flying by the seat of your pants, don't you?
No, I can understand how Artoria feels. I can't even measure Barga's magical energy anymore. I don't get it either. Revealing her true name was supposed to remove the changes to her spirit origin and make her weaker. But instead, it's almost as if she... I know we can't afford to run away, but I kinda wanna run away.
It doesn't matter. Retreat is not an option. We're going to defeat Bargus right here and now. We have to take down at least one of the Tamlin, or we'll never stir the anti-Morgan fairies out there into action. And besides, it may not have lasted long, but I'm still Fairy King Oberon, Lord of Wales. So please, lend me your aid, Artoria, Misaki. Let's show this dog who trampled all over these woods exactly what weaklings like us can really do.
Borrow a Super Orion? Well... Oh yeah, I can actually. Now that I see that I have to bring Castoria along no matter what... I did feel the slightest tinge of fear. Like, what if I couldn't? Then sadness. Oh look, he's an archer. It's tempting to bring along her, just because for the funsies.
You know, I'm not gonna resist it. I have to do it.
Yeah, I can't resist the temptation. I will never resist it.
Even if it's a bad choice, who knows? It's okay.
Yeah, now it's Archer, see? All good. I am too entertained by her. Okay, now I steer a tiny bit. Who do I want to bring? I think I want to bring... my golden boy, because my golden boy cute. Ooh, can I actually move him? No. Oh, sadness.
I could change my outfit, but I want to raise this one.
He might go poof anyway, so it could be fine. And having more support is good, so Merlin. And just because I love my Arjuna, I have to take him. Actually, no, I will be semi-decent and bring along someone that could probably hurt. Like... well, Karen's cute. I'm just gonna keep her here. You know, I'm not gonna resist the cuteness. Never resist cuteness. And oh no, I should be putting on good craft essences, but oh look! My hand slipped and I clicked on the bond one. Oh my bad. Oh, my hand's slipping some more. Another bond one. Whoops. Oh, and then I clicked OK into battle. Aw. Oh shucks. If I gotta redo this, it's okay. Oh, hit OK, then I can move him. Oh, my bad.
撤退はない。バーゲスとはここで倒す。僕はウェールズの森の領主。
If Oberon can do it, it'll be nice.
オベロンだ。
But if he can't do the thing, oops. Ooh, I see the force voice. What'd that do? Well, gain resistance and decrease resistance. That's fine. Now she's neutral. Yeah, that's all good.
僕の力じゃないさ。
And so close. It's only one time. We'll see how bad that goes. Hey, wait a second. What cards do I have? Oh, I can bring her up. That's fine. Okay. Raising gauge. Good job, Castoria. Oh, she filled up his gauge. How polite of her. Oh no, she's going for it now. Eh, that's fine. I'm just gonna have this for now. Don't mind me. And I just want to use all the noble phantasms. So let me just raise her gauge real quick over here. Yeah, indeed. Okay. Ooh! Mysterious Heroine X would do super good. Or XX. That is pretty rare, isn't it? A saber and threat to humanity. That could be her time to shine, you're right. And oh man, I don't know if I will regret doing this, but it's fine. Hoo hoo hoo.
あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。さあ、幕を開けて。アラウンドカリバーン。
Okay.
僕にできることなんてこの程度さ。童心の君、夏の夜の後。
Wait, why? Oberon's with Phantasm last.
懐かしむもの。
Then again, I haven't used mine in like forever, so... Oh, I see. Yeah, I see why his would be last now. My bad. I forgot about him doing that. Whoopsie. My Oberon has just been chilling in my Chaldea. He's just been living there rent-free, and I forgot how he works. Yeah, I completely forgot how he works. It's okay. She's using the... Instead of using the water in her water gun against Barghest, my friend Arturia, she spent the time putting out the flames in the forest. If I don't remember what an NP does, I always check it first. Like, I forget what Arturia's one does, but I still clicked on it. Oh, she's going after him again. I'm sorry, Oberon. Good luck, my dude. Yeah, just good luck. Sorry, boy. I do have an evade, but nah. Sorry, not sorry.
真の姿を見せてやる。反人類史何する者ぞ。我が剣のシミにもなれるぜ。
Oh no, and now she's going for Castoria. Go, golden boy, you got this. I'm gonna steal again. I don't gotta do that right now. And I do want her to live, so here you go. Take this. And I'll save that because I'm just gonna fill up gauge. I say as I do this too. Yes, indeed, fill up gauge. And heck, maybe she'll live. Okay, yeah, that was fine. Ouch. Please live. Oh yeah, she barely lived. And of course she's going after her again because... pain and suffering, clearly. What does this do again? Okay. And might as well fill up gauge at the end. Boom.
あれはいつか見た終わりの星。
Break her gauge, my golden boy.
私は星を探すのです。さあ、幕を開けて。アラウンドカリバーン。
Alrighty. phantasms are affected by the placement in the chain. Oh, that's good. And so close. Now, who are you targeting, ma'am? Everyone, probably? Oh wait, no, she's targeting my beautiful golden boy. Not the golden boy. Oh, sadness. It's okay, golden boy. You're totally golden. You got this. Beautiful golden boy, I'm sorry. I am sorry, my boy.
スイミングの時間です。
Yay!
ここで
At least Archer is doing good here. Vargas is probably just saving her for last because she'd be looking like a snack. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. But it's fine, she's prepared. She got this.
さてカウンティングオーバー
Yeah, she's doing fine. I believe in her. We all believe in her. We believe in her in this household. Does it steal again? Nope. But I do want her healed a little bit, so there.
ええ行きますよマスター
And I kind of want to raise gauge, but no, I don't want to at the
や
same
りますビ
time.
ッグウェーブ遠慮はしませんとも
Okay,
突破しますスイミングの時間です
I'm just glad she's not eating my command spells anymore. And ooh, that's big damage. I like that. I thought she would live through that.
マシンガンを宿に
I actually expected her to live. We're gonna believe in God, Karen. Okay, she has all that. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay. Steer. And I could do that for you, Karen. Yeah, that could work out.
優先後で上がりますよね
Okay, Karen, you got this. Totally. I believe in you.
いつもありがとうございます
Good job, Karen. Just keep her like that. Okay, thank you, Karen. Good job, Karen. I believe in you, Karen. You're good, Karen.
おや
Karen, Karen, Karen. Ooh, the temptation to use... Oh, Merlin, you know, I won't resist it.
切り込むヒュー簡単なマジックこれじゃごめん同感さ
Oh, she used it from newest to oldest? Oh, whoop. Okay, so that's good to know. And let me just steer a tiny bit. What was your noble phantasm again, Karen? Okay, that's what it is.
運命ですからあまり安くはないのですが
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna resist. Wait, who's she going after? She's going after Karen. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna give this to her. For you, Karen. Because why
望まれる
not?
ことを望まれたように地球のおばさを見せてあげる
Yeah, no fear.
喜んでそれはいつ
She's getting a buff for every enemy she kills.
誰に呼ばれるまでもなく
I like her even more.
あなたが幸せでしょう
Even if it is the enemy one who gets a bonus. Yeah, that's a nice bonus. Imagine getting that much stronger after destroying your enemies. I like that, I appreciate that. I respect that.
ファンの声には応えないとねグレイテストヒット強気に
強気にそれは逃げろ
Of course she went after Merlin, because Merlin. Everyone wants a piece of Merlin because Merlin. It all makes sense in the world of Merlin. I want Karen to live. I do want her to live. At the same time, what do I have in here? Well, she probably will eat it. That's the thing that... Actually, no. I can do this and then... It'll be fine. Because Merlin's buff will be eaten if anything. I'm sorry, Merlin.
まあやります
If it's newest to oldest.
そこは壁もなく城もなく空の始まりの空魂の
It'd be sad if Karen's only here for one turn.
ガーデン・オブ・アバロン
じゃあここで決まってです剣だけで
There you go, Karen. You did a thing. You lived. Good job. Oh no, but now she might suffer. Well, if she eats this buff, it's fine. Sorry, Castoria. You did your best here.
地球の
Thank you,
噂を
Castoria.
見せてあげる
Yeah, thank you, Castoria.
とっておきのラブソング
Yeah, she probably won't live. But it's okay.
を負けないぞもう
おや行くかい
あまり突破します
切り込む
Now do the thing, please, Karen.
あまねく光すべて主の御心のままにあなたたちに私の愛を
And of course she's going after Merlin. She's saving Karen for last because God Karen probably tastes super delicious. And of course she's gonna go after everyone, but it's fine.
いいですね喜んで強気に
I'm glad I still have my command spells back. Now if it kept me at 2 over here, then I would be sad. I'll just make her jealous by eating my command spells in front of her. Like, yummy, yummy.
うん猫の手のがマシだ
次のバレンタインは
I could do that though, but nah. There's 32 days left. That's a lot of days. And I don't need these. Licks my hand. Blech. Well, Vargas, these were so delicious. Don't you wish you had some of this too? It was so good. It was so yummy. It was the most delicious thing ever. Sorry, girl. I didn't leave any command spells for you. No, if you let me summon you, then you can have it, but because you're on that side,
それはいつか来る
yeah,
気が
none
し
for
ます
you.
誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょうアラウンドクリバーンスイミング
This be fine.
弱い
僕だってやればできるさ椅子に座ってるだけが王様じゃないとも
Okay, yeah, that worked out. Woohoo! And I got some delicious scales of fantasy. Okay, and now I'm fighting a caster. And no fear.
Burning down forests, slaughtering helpless fairies. Is this how your queen treats any who defy her? None of you have any right to call yourselves knights. Not one of you. Rah! Wow, you just skewered 2 of them at once. Impressive. Now I see why they say you've reached a limit of human ability. That said, this isn't like you. What happened to your usual calm? Aren't you supposed to be as big of heart as you are of body? To be both incomparably tough and consistently logical? You're right. I'm a commander. I need to be as calm and collected as I look. Thank you for snapping me out of my rage, Muramasa. I don't see any more of the Queen's soldiers here. Gareth and I should be able to handle the search for the survivors. So why don't you go help Artoria? You've been worried about her all this time, right? It's written all over your face. Is it? Well, you know, she has a tendency to let her feelings get the best of her sometimes, right? And while Misaki's got a good handle on her feelings now, she's still just a kid. Someone's gotta make sure those two don't get into trouble. Might as well be an old man like me. Come now. You don't look anything like an old man. Anyway, thank you for watching out for them. Sure thing. You can be pretty perceptive sometimes, huh?
There's no one here, Percival. No fairies in the forest. No soldiers of the Queen's army. They're all gone.
So it would seem. Damn it. We were too late to stop them. Come on. Let's head west toward where Artoria's group was headed. Maybe we'll find some survivors along the way. I can't come this far without saving at least one person. I just can't.
Percival? Huh? Ah! Look out! There's someone behind you!
Behind me? I don't see anyone, and I don't sense... There really was someone there! How do you see them, Gareth? That's amazing!
I didn't see them exactly. I just saw that you would be in trouble. No, wait. There. There's something unnatural over there. It's a mirror. They're hiding behind a mirror reflecting the surroundings. They just ran off into the forest. They're trying to escape. Get them, Percival!
Leave it to me! I can't believe you destroyed my mirror camouflage. In all my years as an assassin knight, I, Portune, have never made such a careless mistake. But then, I have not worked in 200 years. I didn't fail. I'm just a bit rusty.
Ah, yes. It's like, no, I didn't fail. I'm just rusty. It's been 200 years since I last fought. I was sleeping all the time.
Still, I cannot believe a fairy saw through my camouflage like that. I'd better kill you, girl. I can't have you getting so lucky twice. Oh, no you don't, you coward. Help me out here, Gareth. I need you to be my eyes. Tell me where he is.
You got it. I'll do my very best.
Oh.
No wonder why I'm fighting a caster.
Sir, you said you were an assassin. You lied to me.
Mirrored camouflage. Boo. Oh well. It'd be fine. Yeah, let's be fine, totally. Great job, Gareth. She's so good at fighting him. Grr. Okay, ignore evade and deal damage attack. And remove one mirrored camouflage. Okay, good. But I have to use her first. I really do have to use her, okay. Well, she also has her noble phantasm, so I'm gonna just keep using her. Sorry, Percival. But I don't want to use you right now. Please read the buffs we're charging in, but I don't like reading. I know it sounds really bad, but I don't like reading. But fine, I can read sometimes. Or specifically, I don't like reading when there's no pictures. I guess a little box does count as a picture. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, I guess it counts. And now, bonk. Ouch. Okay, now that he wants to do that, he can go after Percival, that's fine.
You know, I'll just do that for now, just in case.
狙うぞそっち狙うぞ
And just because I like Gareth, I want her to raise her gauge.
まっすぐ
Good job. No fear. Time to hope for the best.
狙うぞ
はい、お任せください。いいですとも。
Percival hits a lot harder than Gareth here. Even if he does, Gareth is adorable. I want her to do the thing. So I'm hoping she can destroy him right now. I believe in you, Gareth.
狙うぞ狙うぞ
You are the MVP here. You're the one who can find him, so you're gonna be the one to destroy him. Great job.
皆さん、とてもお強い。
I believed in her. She has more HP and
ね
also destroyed him. Great job, Gareth.
What was I thinking? The way things are going, my defeat is all but guaranteed. Damn it, of all the luck, why'd I have to run into one of the one fairy in the world who can see me?
He's getting away, Percival. But at least it looks like he can't turn invisible anymore.
He's a real pain, alright. We should take him out now before.
Oh. Hey, girl. I can't believe my eyes. What's a proud knight doing in a penal colony like this? Aren't you supposed to be in Londinium right now? No wonder Her Majesty doesn't see the Round Table army as a threat. You just entirely lack the mindset necessary for victory. You really are pathetically naive, Percival.
You're...
Lancelot, the strongest Hamlet in Britain. It's okay, Gareth, you got this. It'll be the ultimate Lancer fight. Yeah, you got this, girl. I believe in you. And now just regular story. We did it! We beat one of the Tamlin. We did it! There. How do you like that, huh? It's been a long time coming.
Don't you talk down to me, weakling. You would never have won without Oberon, Muramasa, and the foreign mage, Misaki's help.
I know, but still. Barghest. You might have one knee on the ground, but I can tell you still have strength to spare. We could keep fighting if you like, but do you really want to continue until we're all dead, you included? I talked to you a few times now, obviously. That doesn't give me a complete understanding of who you are. But I know you well enough to know that you are willing to listen to anyone you see as strong. Which is why I want to talk to you about something now.
You're an awfully chatty servant, aren't you? Very well. What do you have to say?
Chaldea does not consider Britain our enemy. We have no intention of attacking it. Now that its tree of emptiness is gone, it's only a matter of time until it disappears anyway. But until it does, we think that the fairies who call it home should decide what happens to it.
Britain is going to disappear? Ridiculous. You're making no sense at all. The fact that you're aiding the Child of Prophecy alone makes you the enemies of Fairy Britain. You're already attacking Britain.
You're wrong, Barghest. We're helping the Child of Prophecy save Britain. The real invader here is Morgan. She and Barrelgut have no intention of saving you or any other fairy, just like she didn't bother to do anything to help Norwich. Morgan isn't going to do anything to stop the Great Calamity, even if it means letting every single fairy in Britain die. Know why? Because she means to use the Great Calamity to invade our world. But you've already figured that out, haven't you? No matter what reasons Morgan might have for doing this. The fact is, if she gets her way, countless fairies are going to suffer and die.
You're right. I can't deny any of that.
Then join us. It's not too late for you. Please, ma'am, you can eat my command spells once they regenerate.
Don't mock me. Just because I accept what you're saying is true doesn't mean I've accepted you. If you mistake me for a friend and get too close to me, I'll cut you down where you stand. Have you forgotten what I've done here? ... Now, I have a question for you. You claim to be trying to save Britain, yes? But Beryl told us you Chaldeans insist yours is the only way, and have destroyed many other worlds. If that's true, then it must be why you came here in the first place. You say you're not going to attack us because we're already doomed. That's not the same thing as saving us. Let me now ask you this, Misaki. You may answer as well, wise and fair servant. The child of prophecy I can understand, but why would outsiders like yourselves protect fairies like us? You did so in Norwich, and you tried here today as well, even though you could have just let them die.
Well, no, I couldn't have. I saved them because I wanted to. I know their world will be gone soon. I know this doesn't make sense. Well, I know their world's gonna be gone soon, but I still wanted to do a thing. But I don't want to let what happened tomorrow ruin today.
Easy there, Barghest. It's obvious you don't really want to kill us anymore. Why not call a truce with them? Hell, I'm still technically one of Chaldea's enemies myself. If there's something you really want to do, letting yourself do it isn't such a bad idea.
Oh?
Ah!
Barghest? Don't tell me she's turning into a Morse? No, wait. That's not it. What's going on?
Huff. Name. My name. Don't call me by my name.
What in the world? Huh?
What are you doing, sir?
That night, he's got Barghest in his sights. Barghest, look out! What the? Baggy, did you really just protect Misaki?
What were you thinking? Why would you try to help me? Are you trying to get yourself killed? I mean... You were aiming for me, weren't you, Portune? What's the meaning of this? Don't you take that tone with me, Barghest. I'm the one who's angry here. Not only did you dare to entertain these outsiders' ridiculous notions, you even defended that foreign mage. This is treason. If you wish to prove your innocence and loyalty, now will be your only chance. Kill that human. Go on. It should be easy for you. All you have to do is hold her close and break her neck. I can't do that. Not after she tried to help me. I see. Then the High Queen's wrath will be swift and mighty, foolish black dog. Good luck falling asleep tonight.
Can I just kick Portune? Oh crap, he's getting away. Shouldn't you go after him, Barghest? Won't you be charged with treason if he makes it back to Camelot?
It's alright. I did what I thought was right, nothing more. Should the High Queen choose to punish me for that, then I shall accept my fate as a knight. Traitors lending your aid to the Child of Prophecy, my mission to eradicate Oberon's home, the Autumn Woods, is complete. I will probably be relieved of my position once I return to Camelot. But that is also proof that Tamlin Gawain has been bested in battle. Victory is yours, Round Table. I'm sure the other fairies will be delighted by this news.
Barghest, you were cool. Barghest is gone, and now the battle is over, but... Oberon, are you okay?
Well, however things turned out, at least the forest is quiet now. And the fact that we managed to beat one of the Tamlin is no small achievement. I'm glad at least one good thing came out of this.
Oberon.
I think I'd like to be alone for a while. Would you mind heading back without me? I need some time to say goodbye to everyone individually. Okay, We'll go on ahead and wait for you at the carriage.
Come on, Misaki. Let's give him some space. Yeah. But how are Gareth and Percival doing?
Oh, good. I'm glad you're all okay. Huh? Where's Oberon? I don't see him anywhere.
He's going to be a little late, so we're going to spend the night here while we wait for him. What about Percival and Gareth? That's what I want to know. Oh, they're fine.
We're right here. We've been resting up while we waited for you. We looked everywhere, but I'm afraid there were no survivors. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help.
Still, you should have seen Percival out there. He chased off Lancelot.
Lancelot? That bitch was here too? Damn it, now I wish I'd stay with Percival. I need to pay her back for tossing me into the pit before I leave this lost belt.
So there were two Tamlin here then? You actually chased Lancelot away?
No, I didn't. Gareth is giving me too much credit. The truth is, she basically let us go. As soon as she confirmed that the fire had been put out, she flew off towards Camelot. I'm a human. There's nothing I could have done to strike a dragon fairy like her from the sky.
Yeah, I would definitely want Vargas to join me. Cause I do like her. Like, she cute. She is adorable. The only thing I'd be able to say to Oberon is my condolences, my dude. Take all the time you need. I'll be over there. I know what you mean. We've seen Lancelot's incredible mobility for ourselves. She's just as fast and agile in flight as the records I've seen of Enkidu from Babylonia.
I'm sure. She's the most beautiful fairy in all of Fairy Britain, after all. That said, even she could only move so fast in the forest. What with all the trees getting in her way? That's the only reason I was able to hold out against her as long as I did.
Still, it's impressive you managed to fend her off. Even a certain alter ego I know was helpless against her. Do you have any other combat data about her we could use? We basically know nothing about her right now. Did anything stand out to you while you fought? Did she say anything about this atrocity? Well, actually...
No, nothing noteworthy. I'm afraid all I could do against her was defend. Right, Gareth?
Gareth, no! Say what you want to say! Yeah, I guess so. But it was still an amazing battle.
On a different note, I'm a little worried about Oberon. I'm sure he'll get over the shock in time. But burying that many bodies would have to wear on anyone. Maybe I ought to go back and help him. Huh? Why would he bury them? What do you mean? Why would he bury them? What? Do you only cremate bodies here? Either way, we can't just leave the bodies here to rot. We've got to make a grave then.
You really don't know, Muramasa? I guess you don't either then, Misaki. Know what? You mean British fairies don't disappear when they die? Know what? That's right. I don't know how it is with fairies in your world. But here in Britain, when we die, we just stay how we are. We don't decompose, we don't rot. We change form and then stay there forever. Okay, I'm just gonna imagine them turning into flowers. Or something. Maybe one will turn into a flower, another one will turn into a rock, the other will turn into a tree. Human bodies rot, so we do cremate those. But fairy bodies are just abandoned to the earth. Look over there. See all those fallen trees? Those are fairies who reached the end of their lives. All of Britain is composed of fairy corpses. Does that mean the chocolate plant I was eating earlier? Well, that is how nutrients are recycled, the circle of life. Delicious.
Humph. I can't believe a proud knight like myself has to flee. This has been one surprise after another. The Child of Prophecy and the Foreign Mage were supposed to stay back in Londinium. Lancelot didn't obey her orders. Gawain only burned the forest. No, she just bargains the Black Dog now. I have to report her betrayal to Her Majesty. Under the circumstances, she will understand why I had no choice but to retreat. But the biggest problem is that girl who saw through my camouflage. I should have made her tell me how she did it, but that damn Percival got in my way. Well, no matter. At least I know where to find her. As soon as I report it back to Her Majesty, I'll go to Londinium and... What the? Huh? What is this? What's going on? My legs. They're being eaten away?
Well, sucks for you, Portune.
You! I know you. I recognize that horrible, cursed scent. I smelled it during the war against the Moors. No, this can't be. You're supposed to be dead. The High Queen. I have to tell the High Queen. Oh.
Though I do feel bad for Portune. He was super duper loyal. He was the most loyal dude here. But ripperoni to him. Ooh. River of Tears. Fragment 6. Okay, no wonder why it looks all different. It's from Mash's side.
I know, right?
I wonder, what do you think the cursed scent smells like? I imagine it smells like... maybe something gross, like cigarettes, tobacco. Well, some people like tobacco smell, but bleh. Whenever I see those candles and I sniff them, I'm like, ew. Fey Era 400. Back when Britain's Tree of Emptiness still stood intact and whole. Mash was enjoying a peaceful respite with Ace and Todorat in the forest camp. Though still bewildered by how simultaneously similar and different her surroundings were, she told her new companions everything she could about her experiences in Fairy Britain. So that's everything I know about the Isle of Britain, the land of the Fae. Does that help? Ace, is something wrong with her? Don't be rude, Todorat. She isn't lying. She's telling us about the distant future. So in the future, this place is called Fairy Britain. A queen named Morgan unifies all the clans. And there's a figure known as the Child of Prophecy, as well as invaders from proper human history. Oh, I'm sorry. Invaders is too strong of a word. Forgive me. I'm still processing everything you've told me. No, it's okay. I can't blame you for thinking of us that way. Anyway, does this mean you believe me about coming here from the future, Ace? It's a lot to take in, but I can mostly tell that you're being honest about it all. Part of me doesn't want to believe it, especially regarding the Child of Prophecy. You said she's a savior reborn? The next fairy destined to save Britain? If there's such a person in the future, that means, well, it means I'm going to fail. Yeah, and there's no way Ace is gonna fail this time. She's gonna bring peace to Britain, you'll see. This Mirror Clan fairy doesn't know what she's talking about. You're right, Todorat. I do have to make sure I succeed this time. You'll help me, won't you? You bet I will. I'm always happy to help girls who are doing their best. You said your name is Mash, right? You've got bad luck showing up when you did. If you want my help, you're gonna have to wait until I finish making Ace happy. That's fine. Thank you, Todorat. I know I can count on you. Mash, if you don't have anywhere else to go, you can stay with us. But if you do, I'd like you to promise me one thing. If you want to return to your own time, you shouldn't say anything else about the future. Oh, right. Is that because intervening in the past could end up changing the future? Something like that. I doubt anything you say or do here will have any effect on the heir of the High Queen. But there could be fairies here in the Fae era, where the Tree of Emptiness is still intact, whose destinies could end up warped. Huh? So nothing I do here will have any effect on the heir of the High Queen? What do you mean by that? Hold it, Mash. That's getting into the future again, right? Oh, right. Of course. I shouldn't be talking about the heir of the High Queen anymore, should I? That's right. I'm saying this more to protect your destiny than ours. When you go back to your own time, you can't bring back any knowledge that would create a paradox. The larger the paradox, the larger the resulting gaps in your memory will be. You don't want to lose your precious memories, right? Not again, Mash, no! So it's better if you avoid discussions of the future as much as possible. That being said, I really have to question this High Queen Morgan's judgment in handling the calamities by sending them back to the past. If you hadn't defeated the calamity in Norwich in the future, then we would have found that, giant hand thing you told us about on the beach instead of you, right? Talk about a close call. If it had been that thing we encountered, we might have lost the Knight of Londinium who finally just appeared. In that sense, you helped us out more than I can possibly say, Mash. Thanks to you and this Misaki person saving us from that battle. Our own battle should go much more smoothly. That's a battle you're fighting as a savior of Britain, right? Is that the battle from year 4000 of the Fae era? Or the War of Summer from the Fae era 2000? Mash, why are you asking such specifics? First, you gotta ask what year it is. Yeah, there you go, Mash. What year is it right now? Huh. The War of Summer happened in the Fae era 10,000. The only war that took place in the year 2000 was a yard dispute between the Earth and Wind clans, back when Britain was a lot smaller than it is now. Oh wait, I think I understand. Those year numbers must be backwards. In the time Mash is from, they probably count the Fae era years backwards from starting from the first year of the era of the High Queen. It may keep things simpler if we just talk about past events in terms of how many years ago they happened. The War of Summer took place 1600 years ago, which would make it Fae era 2000 from your perspective, Mash. It was a massive invasion perpetrated by Ireland, the Isle of Shadows. Ooh, that's edgy too, I like that, the Isle of Shadows. It was a second attempt by the Northern Fairies to invade Britain. They were led by Queen Mab, who worked her human army like slaves. That was a really close call, wasn't it, Todorot? It sure was. They almost killed every clan in Britain. I don't know what we would have done if it hadn't been for you and the Black Knight. Right, Black Knight?
True. Queen Mab was a very powerful fairy.
Yo, look at him. Look how buff he is. And his eyes be glowing.
And it's not just because she had Albion's protection. She also had a primordial strength about her that the Southern Fairies simply don't possess. Ace managed to buy some time, but if she'd really wanted to wipe out the clans, there was nothing we could have done to stop her. But then, just as Mab was on the verge of victory, she proposed a truce out of nowhere. She then went on to occupy the vacant throne left behind by the Rain clan in Orkney, and became the lord of the entire northern region.
I see. Thank you for filling me in. By the way, may I ask who that is? This is Sir Black Knight, my escort. He and I have known each other for a long time now, haven't we?
Indeed. Ever since you first became a public figure. Ace and I have fought side by side for over 2,000 years now. I don't know how much more I can take, even with this undying body. Succeed or fail, I really hope this is your last attempt to save Britain.
Don't worry, it's gonna work this time. All we have to do is make sure the coronation goes smoothly. Undying body, you say? I wonder if he's the dude that was smelly. That smelled oh so very smelly.
I guess that's true. If this doesn't work, then nothing will. After 10,000 years of fighting, the clans have finally agreed to live peacefully under Britain's new king. Though I still find it hard to believe that a human of all people succeeded at unifying the 5 clans. Still, I suppose it makes sense since fairies would never submit to another fairy's rule. If only we'd realized it sooner.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say that Britain has a king? And a human, no less? That's right. Mav's still grumbling about it, though. Said she's a much better choice for Britain's king than some human. Well, you know how proud Mav can be, Totorat. And that's not even mentioning what happened with the War of Summer. But anyway, we're getting off track now. Right now, MASH, we're in what you would call Fae Era 400. Which I guess means this High Queen Morgan will appear 400 years from now. I know I shouldn't think about it, but it's really hard not to. I know Uther is human, so he only has 10 more years left at most. So does it mean that his heirs will inherit the throne for a few generations, until Morgan emerges to assume the throne in 400 years? Is that even possible? I guess you don't know much either. I guess you don't know either, huh, Ace? Still, at least it sounds like this new king is successful at keeping peace between the clans. After all, in the fairy Britain I know, there's almost no interclan warfare whatsoever. I'm sorry. There I go talking about the future again. That one was fine, Mash. It's still within the margin of error. Anyway, there's still peace in the future, That's good to hear. Up until now, Britain has been plagued for millennia with endless turf wars between the clans. To see that fighting end with our generation would be absolutely wonderful. It's all thanks to us, Mirian, the Wing Clan, and Uther's coalition army giving the Earth, Wind, Fang, and Mirror clans what for.
Mirian?
Our only draw was with Mab of the King Clan. But now that Mab's, marrying Uther to unify their nations, the two of them together might just be invincible. Marrying. Though I do feel just a little bit bad for Mab since Uther so obviously loves you, Ace.
Oh, that's so awkward.
Sorry, Mab. Don't be silly, Totorat. Of course he doesn't. Besides, once I see Uther take the crown and accept the Bone Bell from the clans, I'm going to go back to paradise. I think Uther and Mab make a great couple too. I'm sure the two of them ruling together will bring peace to Britain for the next 400 years.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still need to ensure that coordination and Londinium goes smoothly.
So wait a second, can fairies and humans make babies then?
Why aren't you using the cathedral in Salisbury for that, Ace? Isn't there far more history to be found there? Londinium may be an invincible fortress, but it still smells of blood. It's bound to attract Moors. If you ask me, Salisbury is still the safer choice.
Maybe, but Salisbury is also closer to the pit. That place worries me more. No one in Britain knows what's at the bottom of the pit. No, the fairies of Britain fear it too much to even go near it. I'm the only one who can investigate what's inside, but it's much too deep for me to do so alone. If only there was someone brave and strong with magical energy to match a fairy. Someone who wasn't from Britain but was still willing to help. Then I could go investigate it right. Now... Ace? What is it? Of course, we do have someone like that now. Hooray! Change of plans, everyone. We're going to the pit right now. Mash and I are going to finally uncover the truth behind the greatest mystery in Britain. Good luck, Mash. Sorry, Mash, you're forced into this adventure. Like, how bad can the pit be? Eve of the decisive battle. Yeah, how bad can that pit be? Asuka's cool. I like how she told Mash the warning about talking about the future too much would mess with her memory, so I appreciate that, but oh gosh, she's gonna force Mash to help her. Gosh darn it. Tentagale's Bell of Pilgrimage, which I've been hearing constantly for 16 years, rings in the distance. It's a crude, roughly hewn bell that looks nothing like the bells it's based on. It embodies the wish that the child of prophecy will one day grow strong and set off on her journey. Tentagale is a coastal village located north of Cornwall. It's a small, insignificant place. Both the High Queen and the clan heads tend to forget it exists. Castor, I brought you a new book. It's about etiquette for upper-class fairies. Ew. Ew, that book sounds cringe. I mean, thank you, Mother. You should study it now, so that you'll be ready when you leave for the castle one day. Let's see. Do you mind if I put the table here? By the way, have your Fae markings grown yet? You'll be 16 years old in only 2 more years, you know. I'm getting a little worried. Your journey is going to be hard enough as it is.
I see you're working hard again today, Castor. You're so diligent, dedicated, and innocent. You play just as hard as you study, and you always find whatever it is the village needs at any given moment. The other fairies can learn a thing or two from you. Just seeing you in action fills us with hope. Still, I'm afraid it's going to be difficult to pay this year's tax. Thankfully, we should be able to squeak by thanks to your help. But at this rate, I'm worried Tentagale may cease to exist by the time you turn 16. Ah, what are we going to do? Why must you be so very...
I swear, none of these fairies have any tact. I guess that's what happens when you've lived past your prime. Well, there's nothing wrong with saying when you don't like something. In fact, you should say so. Don't you agree, Castor? I mean, you don't want anyone treating you differently just because you're the child of prophecy either, right? So come on, let's do something fun. The Elder's not gonna mind if you just hang out for a little while. Did you hear there's a merchant caravan coming this way from the East Road? Maybe we can get musical instruments from Gloucester. If they have any, I'm sure they'd sell to you. I mean, you're the child of prophecy. Oh, have you been growing? One of the older fairies was saying you grow and change over time, unlike the rest of us. It's so weird to think about, but I guess it's better that way. With the magical energy you have now, you couldn't even survive against a single black dog. So hurry up and grow as much as you can, okay? Until then, we'll keep you safe. Everyone had such high hopes for me. It was a tiny village with no future, but they all believed in me, even though I didn't deserve it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm so weak. I'm sorry I couldn't be stronger. Castor's not that bad of a name. I've heard worse names. I'm sorry I couldn't protect our village.
Erg, what's wrong with this village? I told them it was futile to fight back, and they still try to resist. Do they all go crazy? Forget the Tentacle fairies. Find the child of prophecy. We've embarrassed ourselves enough as it is. If we let her escape now, I'll never be able to face High Queen Morgan.
His voice was like thunder. It was the first time I'd heard a truly powerful fairy roar with anger. I was too tired to even try to fight. All I could do was run away by myself, crying.
I'm sorry, Grandpa.
I'm sorry, Grandpa. I wish I could have stayed there with you. Gramps looks super tough.
It only took half a day to make it back to Salisbury. This new carriage is so much easier to pull. And now that we're fighting against the Queen, I have no intention of obeying the speed limit anymore.
There was a speed limit here?
At this pace, we could make it back to Londinium before sunset. What would you like to do?
I don't think there's any rush. I think I need a little break. Seconded, I need to get out before my poor back and butt shatter completely. Oh gosh, how bad was the turbulence during this drive? I'm curious. It sounds kind of fun. Luckily, I don't get motion sickness.
I could use a breather too. I think I might be getting a little motion sick.
Then why don't we rest up at Mike's restaurant? I've been wanting to talk to him about something anyway. How about you, Percival?
I'm going to continue on to Londinium. I'm sure the Child of Prophecy will be welcome in Salisbury, but I don't think the same can be said for the commander of the Round Table Army. Huh? What are you talking about, Percival? There's a resistant movement in Salisbury too, right? Why don't you just work together?
It's not that simple. The Round Table Army and the Salisbury Rebel Army are different organizations. They may be similar, but their goals aren't quite the same. Especially since Aurora is still publicly presenting herself as being on the Queen's side. If she did anything to hint that she's sympathetic to the Round Table Army, she'd be squished like a bug, clan hit or not.
Yes, that's true, yeah. But ain't it kind of a bad look to just be sitting on the sidelines at this point? Not at all, Lord Muramasa. I wouldn't expect Lady Aurora to choose anything else. Anyway, Kundry's telling me that she still has plenty of energy, so I'm going to go ahead to Londinium.
Carriages don't have suspension, so they vibrate a lot. I got a ride on a carriage someday. I'm curious how painful it is sitting in there for a long time. Part of me imagines it being like a massage chair that moves. Oh, beloved child of prophecy! Oh, valiant child of prophecy! Wow, they're having so much fun. Courageous savior of Norwich, equal of the queen in Camelot. She's going to rebuild Londinium and defeat the Tamlin. Damn, that's a hell of a festival going on outside. You're a star, Toria, a bona fide star. Well, I'd just as soon not be if it means having pancakes with my face on them. The worst part is they're prettier than I am. I swear, what is it about the Wind Clan fairies that makes them so good at getting under your skin? I want to see what the pancake looks like.
Da Vinci, you're finally back.
I like Mike.
Da Vinci! Where were you? You said you were only going to be gone for a little while, but it's been over 2 weeks. Oh, but never mind that. The important thing is you're back. I've got so many things I want to show you. I made a whole new menu. I've been getting along better with the Wind Clan fairies. And I'm even hanging out with humans now. It's been really busy, but I'm having so much fun.
Hey Mike, sorry for making you worry. Still, don't you think you might be trying a few too many new things at once? You're the kind of fairy who concentrates best when you're on your own, so I think you'd be better off sticking to one thing at a time.
You think? Well, maybe you're right, but one's just not enough anymore. After all the amazing things you taught me, Da Vinci, everything else just pales into comparison.
Sheesh. How can I scold you after a compliment like that? Sorry, Misaki, but I need to stop by the kitchen and taste test Mike's new recipes. Can I volunteer for that job? I just hope he hasn't used any overly strange seasonings this time. Wait, but I want to try.
By all means, take your time. We'll just be resting up in the back. Nice to see Da Vinci's got a friend. Well, more of an apprentice, really. She said she got to know him while she was wandering around on her own. It at least means we can come and go as we please. That does make it perfect for having secret meetings here at this quiet little back table.
Oberon?
Yeah, I've got something serious to discuss. I know you all kept quiet about this after we left the Welsh woods, and I appreciate your consideration. But time is not on our side. Woodrose's army still has Londinium surrounded. If we're going to defeat them... Yeah. I'm going to need a katana. Would you make me one, Muramasa? Huh? I'm a grown man. I can't keep fighting with the tree branch forever. And your katana's so cool.
I don't know what's funnier, thinking of Oberon just swinging around a tree branch, or using a katana. Both sound silly.
Do you think it'd be okay if I wore one on my waist too? Are you nuts? You don't carry a katana for looks. Besides, isn't iron dangerous for fairies?
Well, steel type is super effective against fairy types.
Don't worry. It would just be for show. I'd never actually use something that dangerous.
Of course, Oberon, of course. Ow, my eyes, they hurt, they sting. Because it was funny, my eyes watered up a tiny bit after laughing. And now it hurts because I think some sweat got mixed in and it stings, it burns. Why must I hurt myself? Why can't the weather be cool? Fan, you're not helping me. But it's okay, I just rubbed my eyes. It's a little bit better now.
That's worse, you dumbass. I'm not gonna help you be a damn samurai cosplayer. The most you're getting out of me is a bamboo sword.
Oh, Oberon. It's good to see Oberon feeling better again, isn't it, Misaki? Yes, it is. It sounds like a joke, but he's really serious about his katana idea.
How hot is it right now? Good question.
It's a very, very good question. Let's see what my room be right now.
My room is like around, what, like
80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not super duper hot technically.
but still, I'm still sweating. How can you do this to me, Muramasa? You're even stingier than I thought. Did you forget how you'd only beat Bargas with my help? That's got nothing to do with this. I can't give you a katana, where you don't even know how to use one. I gotta admit, you were pretty good in that fight though. When you said you weren't much good in a fight earlier, were you just being modest? Well, yes and no. I don't like pain and my abilities make me much better at serving in a support role. Plus, I didn't want to draw attention away from the Child of Prophecy. If she thought her companions were more capable than she was, Artoria probably would have slunk back to Tintagel long ago. So I decided to avoid the limelight until she started feeling a little more confident.
Good point. I probably would have just gone back to Tintagel if you had, yeah.
See? At any rate, that was my one foray into combat. I wasn't myself back there. The foreign mage is supposed to guide the Child of Prophecy, not me. I'm not going to overstep my bounds anymore. From here on, this battle is for the two of you to fight. Besides, now that the Welsh forest has been burned down, my part in all this is probably just about over.
Oberon? Guys, Mike just told me some big news. Huh? What's with all the long faces? Did you already hear about it from a patron or something?
No, we haven't heard anything. What's this all about, Da Vinci?
Well, some of the refugees from Norwich who escaped to Salisbury headed off to Londinium this morning to join the Round Table Army. Is it because we defeated Gawain? Yup. Apparently, news of her defeat has already made its way across Britain. I have an idea or two of who might have gone around. Who might have gone around spreading that rumor, but never mind that for now. The important thing is that the people are starting to really put their faith in the Child of Prophecy now. The enemy thinks the Round Table Army is just going to stay holed up in Londinium, but if we can muster enough fighters to go on the offensive, we can defeat Woodrose before the Queen sends reinforcements. Exactly. But only if we keep getting more fighters from across the country. Ooh, hello? And if we're going to make that happen, we've only got one option. Can you do this for us, Oberon?
Of course. Besides, you guys have already met the criteria Aurora laid out. All that's left now is for her to hold up her end of the deal. So let's go get your reward for saving Norwich.
Let's go. Oh no, that's a lot of different enemy types. It's fine. Hello, Coral. Goodbye, Coral. Hello, Belle. Hello, Aurora. Goodbye, Aurora. Hello again, Belle. Ring, ring, ring. That went great. Aurora didn't have any problem with letting us ring the bell.
I was just reciting poetry when I heard the bell ring all the way outside town too. It was as crisp and clear as a crunchy carrot. Still, I can't help but worry about how Lady Aurora will be able to keep her position after this.
Apparently, she plans to tell the queen that we broke in and rang it while she was away. We'll just have to trust that Aurora's diplomatic skills will be enough to carry her through such an obvious lie. Still, even if the queen does start treating her as an enemy, as long as she can maintain plausible deniability until we defeat Woodwell's army. We can then send Roundtable Army troops out to Salisbury to keep her safe in case the queen's army shows up. Great point, and besides, Artoria's rung 2 bells now. Even I can tell that her, aura is incredible. Everything from her strength to her power to her destructive forces has increased, like a billion times over. Just so you know, I'm the strongest fairy now. Not even Barkus could stand a chance against me. That serious face with the blushies is so cute. Oh man, I can't believe you actually said that. I was so impressed. You think? I don't remember saying anything like that, but you really think so? What do you think, Misaki, Oberon? Could I take Baggy one-on-one now?
Not likely. You're probably just a bit stronger than Tristan now, but Bargus is tough, even without her gifted name. She still has at least 10 times the strength and skill you do, so taking her on alone would be suicide.
Oberon, you're so honest. Right, of course. It's not like I was any better than trash to start with after all. Now, that's being way too hard on yourself. That's not true, besides, you really have gotten stronger. Misaki's right. Your magical circuits. Oh right, for fairies, they're called fey markings, aren't they? Anyway, no matter what you call them, you clearly have more of them now. For example, both humans and fairies alike are born with a set of number of nerves. But in your case, instead of getting stronger through training like most people, you've gotten stronger because of an increase in the number of nerves you have. It's completely unprecedented and makes you very, very special. That said, it also raises other questions. I've heard there are 2 kinds of fairies here. The kind whose appearance never changes from the time they're born. The kind whose appearance changes at every stage of their life. By this point, I'm pretty sure you're the latter type. But there still aren't many past examples of fairies' abilities growing this much. Though there have been, of course, cases where a loss of purpose or shine has led to a fairy losing magical energy. So how do you feel about these developments, Artoria? I wish I knew the answer to that myself. Well, maybe it's just because I'm the child of prophecy. I need some sort of edge if I'm really going to fulfill my calling.
That does make sense. If a mediocre fairy like you is going to defeat a genius like Morgan, you pretty much have to cheat to stand a chance. Humph. What about you then, Oberon? How good a fighter are you anyway?
I didn't have a chance to see in the forest, so why don't you show me what you can really do?
I already said I'm not going to fight anymore, remember? Besides, who would I even fight?
Okay, Muramasa, you're with me. Gareth, you're also with me. Retrobit, you're with me too. Da Vinci, you're with me. And Misaki, you're of course with me too. Okay, we have our teams. Let's go, Oberon. I'm going to kick your scrawny ass all up and down this field. You know, that's fair. Oberon, you got this totally.
Fine then. You'll take my side, right, Misaki?
Well, she did say that I'm on her side. sorry about this, bro. Sorry, Oberon. Nope. Yeah, nah, I don't wanna. Or maybe I should have been on his side, my bad.
結構器用なので今のうちに準備
I kind of feel bad for Oberon here.
僕の力じゃないさ。うまい手を考えよ
Oh man,
う。戦いも
I could have brought my servants, I could have gotten bonds. Oh well.
いいとも。
Time to see how much damage Oberon can do.
分かっているとも。誰だって今より少しだけ幸福になりたいんだろ。いいとも。ライライムグッドフェロー。
I love this noble phantasm.
手作りですね。ひゅっこり手の夢だ。ゴー。
That's fine, he's raising his critical stars. He wants his stars. He's a starry boy after all.
気がいいとも。ちょっとかわいそうかな。
Even more stars for him. Give me your stars, boy.
ヘラクレスの星布だよ。思い出より早く流星のように。
Oh, he's so precious.
突破します
Ouch, my ears. But this is fine.
頼むよ、みんな。
You know, gain more stars, my boy.
いいとも。
It's not like he's gonna be able to defeat Gareth.
僕にできることなんてこの程度さ。同心の木に夏の夜の後。ライライのグッドフェロー。ヘラクレスの星布だよ。思い出より早く流星のように。
白兵戦行きます
ちょっといいと気がしてるけどね。行って行って。
Well, I don't see any way of winning.
こっちこっち。
There's gotta be a scripted loss. Like Oberon by himself, yeah, no.
参ります
If I helped him, then sure, I could see that being fine, but him on his own, nope, nope.
後がない。いった。
And how would I describe Artoria and Oberon's dynamic? They're like siblings. Especially with the fighting part. Sorry, Oberon. Salisbury's bell has been rung. Now, I cannot yet declare this publicly. But as the head of the Wind Clan, I have accepted the Child of Prophecy as the rightful savior of Britain. Once she has rung all 6 bells, the Wind Clan shall make our objections known to the Queen. Unfortunately, this also means that the horrors of war will one day reach Salisbury as well. Will you all accept my decision, even if it should bring trouble to our doorstep?
Of course, Lady Aurora. You needn't even ask. We cannot trust Queen Morgan with Fairy Britain. We've all been eagerly waiting this day for a long time now.
I would expect no less from the guards of Salisbury. Your loyalty pleases me. The Child of Prophecy has returned to Londinium. Her battle with Woodwells will begin shortly. Things will start to change very quickly all across the land once she has rung Oxford's bell as well. Be sure to set your formations so that you are ready to deploy at a moment's notice.
Huh? Excuse me, Lady Coral. Our formations are already set. We can leave for Londinium at any time. Shouldn't we go help them fight Woodwells to show how strong Salisbury truly is?
Watch your tongue. This is not your choice to make. Listen to me closely. The Fang Clan has long been proud guardians of Britain. The Wind Clan will never do battle with them. Our enemies are Morgan the Witch, the Earth Clan, for the transgression they have committed, the Queen's supporters in Camelot who gorge themselves on peace, and the humans of the Anti-Fairy organization who don't know their place. Lady Aurora will not lead us into battle until Camelot is well and truly on the back foot. I will not tolerate anyone carelessly putting our fair city in danger. Salisbury will remain neutral until the time is right. Forget about the humans of Londinium.
So, is that so Salisbury won't be punished if the Child of Prophecy should happen to lose?
That is what I said. I trust there are no objections.
Understood. We will not open Salisbury's gates to anyone, even refugees from Londinium.
Really? I don't see the harm in that, Coral. Lady Aurora? It may be dangerous for us to take in soldiers from the Round Table Army, yes. But civilians from Londinium who took no part in the battle would merely be refugees. It would be improper for me, as head of the clan, to simply turn aside people with nowhere else to go. Besides, if we were simply to leave the weak to their fates, on what grounds could we object to Queen Morgan's rule? But if we take in refugees, we'll have to fight the Queen before the Child of Prophecy can complete her pilgrimage. It's okay, Coral. It won't be a problem. You saw Artoria for yourself, right? She's strong enough now to keep Londinium safe. Plus, she has Oberon and Misaki with her as well. That said, if the Round Table Army were somehow to fall in spite of all that, then the time for us to remain on the sidelines will have ended. For we will be honor-bound to protect the lives and freedoms of any fairies and humans who come from Londinium seeking refuge.
Wow, that's so generous of you, Lady Aurora. You refuse to put us in danger by helping Londinium, yet you're still willing to help its people, even though they've tried so pointlessly to assert their independence. You truly are the perfect queen, Lady Aurora. You're the one who can bridge the gap between fairies and humans. We of the Liberation Army vow to keep you and your city safe, even if it should cost us our lives.
What are these inferior creatures saying? There's no possible way you could protect Salisbury or Lady Aurora by yourselves. Ugh, it's no use. I knew humans were worthless. All I can do now is hope the Child of Prophecy succeeds. I hope she's able to ring all the bells of pilgrimage before it comes time to fight the Queen. Same here, Coral. I hope she can ring the bells. If not, I have these magical blue stones I can eat. Everyone can eat when times get rough. Delicious. I can't resist the bond. Bond, bond, bond. More bond. I gotta make up for losing the bond for not helping Oberon bringing my peeps to support him.
Woodwell's patrol unit.
Oh, that's a lot of Castoria. Might as well, you know? Should be fine. Yeah, this is cool. It is what it is. Okay, very good. Bonk. Oh, that didn't hurt too much. I expected worse. Eee, not bad at all. That is amazing how much ringing a second bell did for her. Regarding Story Castoria. That is just intense. I'm excited to use her once she's fully maxed. AKA ring all them bells. Good job, my dude. Ouch. Oh, Arjuna, you're gonna suffer. Let's just gain some delicious critical stars. Yummy. My favorite. They're nice and crunchy. Nom 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 nom. Flavored by the earth. Fire fairies.
And no fear for the fire fairy. Yeah, we got this.
何のために
了解しました。
Go get him.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。
Serving coins were introduced after Laos 6 in Japan. Oh yeah.
我が行くは神仏主情が無人の
I could see how that'd be like super mind-blowing then.
3000
Yes, look how powerful she is.
終わるがいい。
And that worked out good. Okay, next turn I gotta defeat this fire fairy. Just so I can guarantee having my buffs for the next turn. Ooh, and I can raise Nobu. Okay, yeah, that is worth it. That is good. I like that. I appreciate that.
なるほど。
I can use 2 Nobu Phantasms. Woohoo! Fatal Battle. Oh, he has a gauge. Whoops, sorry, Nobu. Yeah, my bad, Nobu. I just want you to live now. Yeah, you got this, Nobu. At the very least, I can probably break him. Break him this turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna break him real quick. And then good luck in the next turn, Nobu.
行きましょう。
であるか。
Super good luck.
滅亡と創生はこれ表裏一体。マハプララヤ。人は生きるとし。
Oh yeah, that broke. Yeah, that's good. That's very nice. I appreciate it. That's a good amount of stars.
I won't let you get through. Except you will, sir.
Okay, what buffs do I have? Ooh, I can use this. I love Guts. Guts is good.
もうお前は
Guts for the win.
よか。
了解しました。
Go, Nobu, go. I'm sorry, Nobu. I wish you could have kept your buffs.
覇人
Sorry, girl.
権限せよ。三千大戦天皇。
It's okay, you're still awesome. Look.
Got over half of his gauge. Next turn for sure. Goodbye, Castoria. And ah yes, Mole.
メルビ
Precious, precious Mole.
我が後は炎となれ
She needs to at least hit once. I can't resist.
なるほど。
Great job.
終わるがいい。
I need to give her more love.
我魔王として現
Woohoo,
世に
good job.
君臨せん。
Did we make it back in time? I'm glad we managed to make it back before sundown, but man, I can't believe things changed so much in the 2 days we were away. Yeah, things changed a lot. Is it just me or are there way more people here now than before? It's not just you. There have been people pouring in from the east and south gate since morning. And it's all cause you guys beat a Tamlin. I couldn't believe the news when I heard either.
I'm glad you're all back safe and sound. I wasn't worried you wouldn't make it, but it's still good to see you're all well.
Thanks for coming to greet us, guys. Is all this commotion because... Thank you for coming to greet us. I appreciate the hospitality. No problem. I like that you're so polite. Percival, are all these new fairies and humans here because...
That's right. They're all from Norwich. Some want to join our army, others just want to live here. Even this is only about half of everyone who showed up. There were so many we had to have the rest of stay in Norwich for the time being. That's right. I managed to sneak some inside Londinium under the cover of night yesterday, but that won't work again. Now that Woodwolves is sending out patrols, the rest will have to come once this battle's over, right?
Pepe, you're here too?
Of course, hun. Almost time for the final battle, isn't it?
So I thought, why just sit around in Norwich waiting for a report when I could come see the action for myself?
Thank you, Pepe. Thanks for coming, Pepe. It's good to have you here. Thanks for everything, Count. Thanks for coming, Pepe. My bestie.
Oh, no. You shouldn't go thanking me just yet. I have my own goals after all. I'm really just using you as bait here. Once the fighting begins in earnest, you're staying in Londinium until it's over, right? And if Beryl knows where his target is, he's bound to turn up sooner or later. For some reason, I can just tell when and where he'll try to strike. He loves going after his victims with their guard is down, right after they won a hard battle. So you're both cut from the same dirty cloth, huh? Well, as long as this gets him out of our hair, you won't hear me complaining. But don't go taking any serious risks, alright? If you die now, we're gonna have to go through the rigmarole of unifying Norwich again. Oh my! You're worried about me, Muramasi? That makes coming to Britain all the more worthwhile. Don't be an idiot. Since I'm the Child of Prophecy's bodyguard right now, I'd just rather be dealing with you than Spriggan. Sure thing, hun. Whatever you say. Alright, since I'm technically affiliated with Chaldea, maybe it's time I got down to serious business. Percival, Artoria, Misaki, and Da Vinci. Would you come to the war room with me? I have a proposal for what comes after the prophecy.
After the prophecy? What?
Let me get right to the point. This lost belt isn't like the others. It's not going to go away even if with its tree of emptiness destroyed. It was never part of human history long enough to be pruned away in the first place. Rather, this world is just as strong as proper human history. A new human history, not an empty one. Ironic that fantastical creatures like fairies became their own human history, isn't it?
So you're saying this place isn't a lost belt, but a lost world, huh? I can buy that. Britain's Tree of Emptiness may have burned down during the attack of Olympus, but it had long stopped functioning. I think this lost belt escaped the Tree of Emptiness's cosmic fantasy about 2019 years ago. The first year of the era of the High Queen, when Morgan began ruling Britain. It's not the Tree of Emptiness keeping this lost belt going, it's Morgan herself. But that also means that once we defeat her, this lost belt will go back to the way it was. And that should mean it'll eventually be pruned away just like the others.
That's true, at least for Britain, but not for its residents. In the other lost belts, the fates of the people who lived there were inextricably tied to their surroundings. But that's not the case for this lost belt. If nothing else, we can be sure that fairies who were born during the era of the High Queen won't disappear even if they leave this lost belt. It makes sense, really, since this world is just as strong as proper human history. That's the difference I'm trying to point out.
Oh, so that means I can take this Castoria along with me as an ally. I like that. You mean they can immigrate? I want Castoria, Gareth, Percival will be fun too. Okay, I also really want Mike. Mike is entertaining. I love his Da Vinci.
That's right. Humans who are born in the land of the Fae can only live here. But if they wanted to, the fairies of this land could immigrate to proper human history.
Aw, never mind then, Percival. Sorry. I also want Barghest.
Now do you get it? There's a possible future where you can all live together in peace and harmony.
So... what's that all mean, Da Vinci? It means that even if defeating Morgan results in this lost belt disappearing, you could still survive if you came with us to the outside world. At least once we figure out how to get past that wall of light.
Yup. You could either disappear with this place or start a new life in proper human history. The choice is yours, Artoria. In fact, you could abandon this whole Child of Prophecy thing and just leave right now. There's a whole other life waiting for you on Chaldea's storm border if you want it.
kind of amazed you said that, Pepe. Especially with Percival standing right here.
Oh, I wouldn't have said it at all if Percy hadn't been there. Or hadn't been here. I've already told him about proper human history, the Lost Belts, Chaldea, and the Tree of Emptiness. That's why I just told you, Misaki, and Artoria about this as well. I want to get this all out in the open so there'd be no hard feelings. Pretty fair of me, right?
What do you think, Percival? Well, how do you feel about this, Percival?
Well, I don't know nearly as much as the rest of you, so this may be pretty simplistic. But if Artoria wants to stop being the child of prophecy, that's entirely her choice.
Really? Even though you went to all the trouble of creating the Round Table Army?
Really, I chose to build the Round Table Army on my own. Nobody forced me to do it, and I don't intend to force anyone else to join. And besides, I really don't deserve to be their commander, not after some of the things I've done. So please believe me when I say you don't need to give up what you want for us. Besides, now that we know we can still help the fairies of Britain escape to the outside world, even without defeating the Queen. And isn't just knowing that's an option a big step forward for Fairy Britain?
Well, yeah, I guess so. But, I still don't think that's good enough. Morgan will never just sit back and let everyone walk away. If we're really going to save the fairies of Britain, there's no getting around the fact that we'll have to defeat Morgan Le Fay. Gotcha. Where'd the Le Fay part come from? And oh gosh, I can hear a cat outside. Which is usually fine hearing kitties outside, but this kitty either wants to fight or to mate just based on the sound it's making. And oh gosh, I hope it's not a fight. I'm pretty sure that means a fairy in the Legend of King Arthur. The Fae part changed over in time into Fae in modern day English, however. I haven't seen a single other fairy called Morgan that since I've been here.
I see. So you still want to defeat Queen Morgan, just like the prophecy said, huh, Artoria? Looks like I'm with you to the bitter end then. If as a crypter, I'm gonna settle things with Beryl, then I guess as Misaki's nosy senpai, I have the right to interfere in your affairs too. Okay, that's enough serious talk for now, and while I trust this goes without saying for the record, if Artoria plans to continue on her path as a child of prophecy, we'd best keep this conversation between ourselves. It wouldn't be very good for morale if the rebels found out they could just escape the world itself, would it?
Yes, indeed. Though wow, that's good that they can come out with us. That is nice. Which, I guess the habit trap that I'll get for free at the end of this Lost Belt must be the one from here, just coming with me.
Okay, let's discuss matters as they stand. We may have more soldiers to work with thanks to the volunteers from Norwich, but we can't deploy them right away. They will likely need more training, and it will take time to establish lines of communication and integrate them into our existing forces.
Well, sure. It'd be foolhardy to send over 100 new troops into combat without any practical training. So, does it mean we're going to focus on defense while we train the new troops, instead of making a surprise attack on Woodwell's army?
That would be the safest option if we had time to take it. Once the Queen sends Woodwell's reinforcements, it'll be much more difficult to hold Londinium's line of defense. So instead, we're going to pretend to focus on defense, while a small squad of elite soldiers from my company, along with Etoyle and Ken Wood's platoons, take a day to sneak around behind the enemy forces. Once they're ready, I'll send out my company along with the volunteer soldiers from Londinium to pad their numbers. Then, while the enemy is focused on Londinium, our unit will ambush Woodwell's himself and take him out. Once your clan has fallen, the other fairies should lose their sense of purpose. It's one of the weaknesses shared by an all-clan affiliated fairies. I'm not a huge fan of the strategy, but exploiting the weakness is our best move.
Then, does it mean we're going to settle this tomorrow night?
That's right. Our assault unit will set out from Londinium before dawn. As for all of you, I'd like you to stay here and protect the castle walls, just in case.
Of course. What if we went with you?
Well, I want to rest for a tiny bit, so of course. Yeah, I'll protect the walls for now.
Okay, you got it. I think we can be of help defending Londinium. You obviously know what you're doing when it comes to skirmishing on level ground. So just leave things here to us and focus on winning your fight.
I will. Thank you, Lady Da Vinci. I swear in the sacred spear that I won't come back without defeating Woodwoes.
Where's Oberon when we were having that talk?
Depending which talk.
The first talk with Pepe. Pepe only invited a few people. He didn't bring everyone up there. So that was a secret meeting with Pepe and Pepe's chosen ones. And for this one, Oberon's probably paying back what he owes. He owes them stories. Like, just based on how we first went to Londinium, they're like, Oberon, where were you, bro? You owe us more stories. Or heck, maybe he's flirting with the ladies. The ladies did say they love hearing his sweet nothings. Meow. Wah. Da-dun! Is that Oberon? Surprised, I might be a half-wit with a perpetual princely smile plastered down his face, but even I fly into a rage if you burn down my domain. But uh-oh, Oberon doesn't play fair. The trappy planet in the woods makes a mess of Barkis' shin. Habitrot? Why are you sitting on that desk with a quill pen? Oh, it's you, Misaki. I'm just writing in my diary. I have an atrocious memory, so I always write the day's events as entertainingly as possible. What about you? Why did you come to this war room when nobody else was around? Did you feel so guilty about the festivities going on in the town plaza, you thought you'd escape up here? You can tell? You're worried about Mash, right? I get it. It's easy not to think about her doing a battle, but at times like this, you can't help it. I know I keep saying this, but you will. But you and Mash will see each other again. I guarantee it. I can't tell you where she is now or how she's doing, but I can tell you she's with someone trustworthy. A heroic spirit from proper human history who you've both met before. All you have to do is help Artoria. That's the quickest way you'll be reunited with Mash.
Oh, from proper human history, huh?
That Mash is with. Ooh. But I thought Morgan had taken Mash prisoner. Looks like no one else is listening right now. So I guess I can tell you this much. Yeah, Morgan teleported Mash, but she sent her somewhere not even Morgan herself can touch her. Morgan can't capture anyone. All she ever does is send them off somewhere else. But that's nothing an outsider like you needs to worry about. All you guys have to do is defeat her. As for me, all I care about is my bride. I'm helping you all as a part of helping her. After all, you can't have a happy bride without a handsome groom, right? So I can't have you dying on me for both my and Mash's sakes. Because my dream is to see off 100 happy brides. I see, that's a good dream. So what number is Mash? Mash makes 1. I love it. I thought she'd be like, Mash makes number 99? Maybe 100, but no, Mash makes 1. I don't know about the Habitat from proper human history, but my dream started with Mash. If you know any servants who are worried about planning their wedding, he'd be doing them a favor by introducing me to them.
Oh gosh, well, there is
Tamamo and Tamamo and Tamamo. Mainly this Tamamo over here that I don't actually have in my Chaldea, but it's fine. I can tailor any dress, no matter how impossible it seems. Man, woman, human, monster, whatever they are, if they dream of being a bride, I'll be there to help. She'll make a dress for all of my Chaldea members. There she is. Hey you, the really energetic fairy. Huh? Are you talking to me? Do you not know my name's Gareth? Gareth, huh? What a great name. It's nice and short, but it's also really courageous sounding. Thanks, but it's actually just the name I'm going by. Nobody actually gave it to me. Anyway, you're probably here to see Artoria, right? It must have been too hard for a kid to break through the throng of soldiers that were surrounding her in the town square earlier, huh? Wait here, I'll go get her. No, I don't want to see her. The Child of Prophecy's already got Percival and the grown-ups. We just want to talk to you. Me? But why would you want to? Just come with me, okay? Everyone's waiting for you. Well, don't tug on my sleeve. I'll go with you, okay? Aw, Garrett's popular. She's here. Sam brought the charging lady back with him. Whoa, so many human kids. They must have come here seeking refuge. Huh? This is the Castle Smithy, right? Yup, we're helping out Granny because there aren't enough grown-ups to go around. Hey, Non, I brought her. Come on, do the thing.
Yes, I know. Would you mind coming here, young lady? The children asked me to make you a set of armor. I tried to tell them no, but they weren't having it.
Huh? Armor? For me? What? Is this a mithril shield? Not even the Queen's Knights get to use these. Whoa, what are you even thinking? I can't accept something so valuable. You should be giving this to Artoria. Someone as worthless as me doesn't deserve.
Worthless? Well, that's not nice. You don't believe what these children saw in you? They were all abandoned by Norwich, but they escaped together. Everything they had, but they scraped everything together. Everything they had to buy the materials for me to make this for you. They know you're not Percival, nor the Child of Prophecy. They were entranced by the sight of your tiny form, fighting valiantly on the battlefield.
Dang! I wonder how much it cost for them to get all that material. They like Gareth so much.
Well, do you still insist you're worthless?
But I don't even know what kind of fairy I am. I'm just a weird stray. So, does it matter? Fairies are fairies, right? Who cares how you're born or what your role's supposed to be? You protected Londinium for us. The first time you came here, you stood up for Yuri when she was crying because she tripped and spilled the fruit in her basket. You saved Samaria when she went out to look for food and almost got captured by Woodwell's soldiers. Humans who were changed into kids like us have no way of helping out in battle. And we only have around 6 months left to live. Nobody else ever protected us.
What? 6 months to live? Boy, what's wrong with you?
But you didn't care about any of that. You still fought as hard as you could to help us. Then again, he did say that they were made to be kids, so... Benjamin Button? That's why we wanted to thank you. Go on, Samaria. Here you go, Miss Knight. Thank you for saving us all those times. You're always charging headlong into danger, right? We've been worried about you this whole time. That's why we asked Nan to make you this armor, so you wouldn't get hurt anymore. Me? You want me to wear this so that I don't get hurt? Even though you guys are covered in bruises?
You see, these children don't care at all about what kind of fairy you are. It wasn't much use anywhere in Norwich either, so I ended up here while I was looking for a place to die. But once I had something to do again, it was like I had never left the forge. I used to think our purpose was something we were born with. But the truth is, having people depend on you, or helping those around you, can help you become a new person. The person you need to be.
Aw, that's cute. That's wholesome.
There you are, Gareth. Shall we get started with your training? Today, I want to work on polishing your charge attack, and the speed that goes into it. You've got good instincts, so you should be able to tell what your opponent is going to do before. Gareth, is something wrong? You don't look very happy.
Oh no, I'm fine. It's nothing. That's right, it was nothing. What I wanted wasn't to save Britain or anything so grand as that. It really was nothing. The kind of ordinary thing anyone could do.
I see. So those are tears of happiness. I'm glad you found people you care about, and who care about you. Shall we give training a pass then, since it's such an important day?
No way! I'm going to train twice as hard now. I still have a lot of fighting left to do. I'm a Knight of Londinium after all.
Ha ha! A Knight of Londinium, huh? What a thing to say! You never felt a surprise.
Huh? Don't laugh at me just because you're stronger than I am. It's rude, and I'm serious about this.
Oh right, I'm sorry. I guess you wouldn't know about this. See, the Knight of Londinium was actually a specific person back in the Fae era. He was a human king known as the Last Knight, who fought the fairy clans and won. And he was Ace the Savior's lover.
Oh my! Lover, huh? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I guess I was the one being rude.
Hey there. Hey, there's nothing wrong with the Knight of Londinium. It's a lot better than the Round Table Army. And for what it's worth, I think it suits you better too. After all, you really are trying to protect Londinium.
I didn't say anything back then because I could tell it wasn't a good time. But you never did tell Artoria and Misaki what happened when you fought Lancelot in the Welsh woods, did you? No, he didn't, Gareth! And yeah, Gareth's moment with the kids was super wholesome. Back then...
I can read her next move, but I'm too slow to guard against it. She's just too fast for human eyes to follow.
Huh? I'm surprised your arm's so attached. You've grown, if only a little. It doesn't matter though. You could never hope to catch up to me. My physical capabilities, my magical energy levels, my time. I surpassed you in every way. So come on, just give up already. I guess that's too much to ask though. You never could listen, even when you were a child. There's no point in me saying this, but I'll say it anyway. Don't use that spear, Percival. It's too much for a human to handle. Wow, she actually cares about him. And she knew him since he was a kid. This is just a hunch, but... do you happen to know Lancelot from somewhere, Percival? Oh!
Yes, Lancelot and I were actually students at the same place. We trained together for a few years, but that's all.
You sure that's all, my dude? Just based on that flashback image? I don't know if that's all, my boy.
I'm sorry for making you worry for over nothing. Now, I'm just Percival, commander of the Round Table Army. Lancelot and I are enemies now. We have nothing to say to each other, and no intention of holding back. Don't worry, the next time we fight, I'll beat her. Especially since I'm sure you and all the others will be there to help me too.
Fate Avalon Academy School Arc. Oh, that'd be fun. I want to see that.
We heard all about what you did in Norwich. Not even Morgan could defeat a Moors the size of a castle.
Thank you, but I can't take all the credit for that. I could never have done it without the foreign mage, the Knight of Sheffield, and everyone else who helped us.
The last battle we fought was incredible. My body felt light as a feather, but my sword hit harder than ever. With magecraft like yours, Lady Artoria, we have nothing to fear from a coward like Woodwose.
Thank you, but I'm afraid my magecraft doesn't last very long, so please don't get too far from us. And if you ever start to feel tired, please retreat immediately.
Could you tell us what happened in Gloucester, Child of Prophecy? Is it true that you gave Tristan both a verbal beatdown and a physical one? She's killed countless fairies for no reason, and nobody's been able to stand up to her since she's the queen's daughter. Every fairy in Britain has been waiting for her to finally get what's coming to her. Now that you've beaten Barghest, I hope you can defeat that horrible Tamlin next.
Yes, if I get the chance, I certainly will. Besides, I'll need to face all the Tamlins sooner or later. So when the time comes to fight Queen Morgan's daughter, I'll make sure she faces justice for everything she's done.
Oh ho, that sounds amazing! I can't wait. You really are the undefeated king, the savior of the battlefield. 3 cheers for the Child of Prophecy. 3 cheers for Lady Artoria.
Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray! The fact that they're all so nice makes this twice as tiring as usual. I haven't had to do this stuff since Tintagel. I'd forgotten how hard it is. I hope I did okay. I hope they didn't realize I actually have no idea what I'm doing.
Don't worry, none of them had a clue. There was some great acting. I should have known the Child of Prophecy would know how to work a crowd. Is that how you handled them back in your hometown too?
I wouldn't say that.
Yikes, you must have had it even worse than I thought. Usually, you'd be biting my head off for that remark. What's going on? Something got you so down you can't even snap at me?
Huh? Now you're being all considerate, Muramasa? Feels even worse than you're teasing.
That's so. Well, don't let me interrupt your pity party. Clearly no reason to worry about you.
I'm sorry, I was kidding, honestly. I know you really are concerned about me. I'm sorry for making you worry, but I do really appreciate it.
Nah, what I'm really worried about is the battle tomorrow. How are we supposed to win if our leader's staring at her feet all glum instead of watching the enemy?
Oh, I see. Well, that's too bad. But really, you don't have to worry about me. I'm just a little tired from all the fighting we've been doing lately. Plus, all these Round Table Army people are just a lot more excited about this than I am. I mean, they all have their own important reasons for being here. Some want to fight for fairy and human freedom, some want revenge on the queen, some want a better tomorrow. Those are all great reasons, but they're so serious, it's hard for me to keep up. I mean, I'm only here because I'm the Child of Prophecy. Sure, I like to fight and I'm good at it, but it's embarrassing to be put so high on a pedestal.
You're good at it.
Yeah, so good at fighting.
Nonsense. There's no way anyone who actually likes fighting would have wanted something like that. Even Misaki wanting a holy grail was a damn sight better than that.
Huh? You saw what it was that I wanted, Muramasa?
Of all the things you could have desired, that was all you wanted. So what if you're the Child of Prophecy? If you want to act how you think everyone expects, fine. But if nobody else is gonna say this, I will. Artoria, you're not cut out for fighting.
I still want to see what she grabbed from the water, or she tried to grab from the water. But if I quit, I would be letting everyone down, right? So it's okay, I'll be fine. I know I'm in over my head, I still have no confidence in my ability to actually pull this off. But I'm sure I can at least figure out how to ring the bells of pilgrimage. So I'm gonna keep doing my best to be a good Child of Prophecy. What do I think of this kind of expectations being brought upon Castoria? It's tough. She has a lot of expectations to live up to. But it also reminds me of how, like, just some families are. Instead of being known as yourself, you're known as yada yada's kid. Like, I've seen that kind of thing before. Like, not as extreme as Castoria's with the Child of Prophecy thing, but the whole not being known as yourself but being as something else. Like my little brother, I felt bad for him. Instead of being known as like his name, a lot of people refer to him as, "Ah, look, it's Misaki's little bro." I'm like, oh, that is so sad. I'm so sorry, bro. Like, I feel bad for you. Okay, that takes care of my report to the border. What are you doing up this late, Misaki? Everyone besides the lookouts is sleeping now. I was just about to return in too. Well, if you're having trouble sleeping, do you want to talk about whatever's on your mind? I was just thinking about what Count Pepperon told us last night. What do you think Pepe meant by humans not being able to migrate out of this lost belt. Oh, that. Okay, I guess this was bound to come up eventually. When Pepperoncino said that humans born here can only live here, I think what he really meant to say was, humans who are made in Fairy Britain can't survive outside it. You've seen a lot of different sides to the land of the Fae by now. Well, one of them is those prisons they call human ranches. You do know what's really going on at those places, right? They're factories where humans are made. Right. The large facility Artoria told us not to look at was a giant human manufacturing plant. At first, I thought they were being made just like homunculi. I realized, as I've been studying the humans here, that isn't the case. Every human here is a clone made from rearranging the DNA of one human.
Oh. So that's how they're born.
Even though they started out with only one human for the base material, they were made to come up with hundreds of millions of variations over repeated rearrangements and duplications. Enough variations to rival the sheer variety of people found in proper human history. The difference is that humans made here can't reproduce, and that their lifespans are predetermined. I don't think the lifespan part was intentional. There's probably only so much their cells can take. When I first got to Salisbury, I remember finding it odd that there weren't any elderly humans around. There were plenty of elderly fairies, sure, but no elderly humans. But that alone isn't enough reason to say they can't survive, right? True, the real proof rests in the era that original human was born. The era of the High Queen, Morgan's reign, began after the Tree of Emptiness died. When she took over Britain, it became a lost world instead of a lost belt. A whole other theoretical phenomenon, basically. That means anything born in this era could survive in proper human history too. But the Fae era Britain was a lost belt supported by a Tree of Emptiness, and subject to the pruning theoretical phenomenon. Anything born in a lost belt can't survive outside of it. Of course, if a being is able to cross that boundary into a higher level phenomenon, like being inscribed in the Throne of Heroes, that would let them survive in proper human history as well. But obviously, that's not the kind of thing just anyone can do. This is just speculation on my part, but I guess this Britain didn't originally have humans. Now that they've been essentially created here, fairies and humans have switched roles. Here, fairies are real and humans are the fantastical, made-up creatures. That's why humans from Fairy Britain can't survive in reality-based, proper human history. Whatever feelings you have about how humans are treated here are yours. You can want to change things, or you can want to give up, but you shouldn't impress your own morality upon them. Even if their lives seem like a fleeting illusion to outsiders, they're still very real to them. As for their age limits, well, every life form's time has to come to an end someday. It's kind of sad that these people won't get more time, sure, but that's all it is, sad. It's nothing you need to grieve over. The important thing in everyone's life is where they're going to go and how far they manage to get. And I don't mean literal physical distance, I mean a big picture reason to exist. The kind of ultimate destination point that says, this is the kind of species we were.
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure I fully grasp what you said.
Well, of course, I'm a peerless genius created by a peerless genius, you know. Anyway, I'm more worried about the opposite situation. Humans from Fairy Britain might not be able to leave, but fairies could if they wanted to. Just like how Morgan said that she was going to expand her territory. There could be fairies here who'd want to come over to proper human history. And if one of them should be evil enough to be considered an enemy of humanity, that would be what leads to the collapse.
The humans for here in like this Fairy Britain are interesting. All created from the same person.
Yeah, they all look so different.
Oof for the predetermined life part though. Like that little boy being like, I only got a few more months to live. Versus Percival, who's probably like at least a young adult.
Right. Here, take another look at this mural. Remember what it was called? The Abyssal Worm. In general, legends like these that have been passed down in Fairy Britain are prophecies made by the Mirror Clan. So there's a very good chance this mural is based on one of those fairy prophecies. One where the 6 clans gather around to worship an enormous beast in the land with no gods. I didn't say anything when we first found this mural because there were so many other people around. But look at these markings underneath it. The fairies here probably don't know what it says because it's not written in fairy language. But these are probably hieroglyphics, which predate even the Hebrew writing system. I'm guessing they were either written here about 14,000 years ago during one of proper human history's ancient civilization eras. Or someone used them deliberately, and more recently to pass on a message that would only be understood in the future, and only by humans at that. Can you read them? Of course, they form a single word. Sir Nunos. It's the name of an ancient Celtic god, and proof that gods did once exist in the land of the Fae. Okay, so it'd be like Cur Nunos then.
And it's huge!
Oh no, the hole's gonna be scary when Mash gets there. If it lives in the hole, good luck, Mash.
Ask and Todorot, also to the Black Knight. Tamlin Lancelot, Lady Barghest, nay, Tamlin Gawain. As of this moment, both have returned from their mission in the Welsh woods. Tamlin, make your reports to Her Majesty. Tell me all. I will have only the unabridged truth. Yes, High Queen, I cleansed the forest of Wales as you commanded. During the mission, I fought the Child of Prophecy, the Foreign Mage, and the traitorous Oberon. In doing so, I lost the name you gifted me, and I return to you now simply as Barghest.
This is hilarious. How the mighty Sir Gawain has fallen. You know, running back here with your tail between your legs is kind of charming. At least for a dog duchess. So, this is the second time you've let the Child of Prophecy get away from you, you know? Nothing to say for yourself. Mother may be kind of understanding, but even she has her limits.
We completed the mission you gave us, Your Majesty. The forest is cleansed. Barghest stopped fighting simply because she no longer needed to.
What makes me say that Cornunos has something to do with that huge hole? Because in the mural he's standing by the hole. Meaning he probably lives in there. I bet he's like a giant mole. He lives underground. Or he's Diglett. He is the ultimate Diglett.
Tamlin Gawain suffered no defeat, unlike you, Tristan.
Was that a shot at me, Lancelot? You're so lousy at it, I'm honestly not sure. And lose a freaking mask already. Why should I listen to you talking to me if you don't even have the guts to show your face?
I was only stating a fact.
Whoa, Lady Lancelot just showed her face. She usually only does that during ceremonies. What an incredible stroke of luck. That long silvery hair, those golden eyes that shine like crystals. She truly is one of a kind dragon fairy.
Don't worry about me, Lancelot. This has nothing to do with you.
I wasn't trying to help you. I just took it off because it was in the way. Ooh, so there is an ancient rock carving that actually looks like the one in the game? Oh, that's cool. I gotta see that later then. So what? You're on Team Loser too, Lancelot? I can't believe you didn't even try to defend yourself. Did something happen to Lancelot? She's usually so inflammable.
Your Majesty, I cannot deny that I was defeated. I betrayed your trust in me and besmirched the name of all Tamlin. I will accept whatever punishment you judge to be fitting. Indeed, it is unthinkable that a Tamlin should be defeated by the Child of Prophecy. You are therefore commanded to remain in your own land and reflect on your failure. AKA, Barghest, you're grounded. You have worked tirelessly to keep peace and order in Fairy Britain these past two centuries. Now is the time for you to rest. So the Black Dog Duchess is being relegated to Manchester. She's no longer going to be on the front line. Now's a chance to find the most promising upcoming knight in our ranks and have him bestowed with a Tamlin's gifted name in her place.
Idiots. There's not another fairy in Britain who could possibly take Barghest's place. Still, are you sure it's a good idea to give her leave, Mother? Shouldn't she be out backing up Woodrose? May I please say something, Your Majesty? I believe Barghest should atone for his sins on the battlefield. We receive reports that the rebel forces in Londinium are continuing to grow in number. The Fang Clan alone may not be enough to stop them. We should send Barghest out there and have her to defeat the Child of Prophecy once and for all.
You are, I assume, joking, yes? Do you truly believe mere humans capable of beating Woodrose?
But Lord Woodrose is over 1,000 years old. Surely, he can't still be in any shape to...
Absurd. Ignorance truly would seem to be bliss.
Huh?
I've already sent reinforcements to Oxford. They should rendezvous with Woodrose's forces tomorrow. Together, they will be more than enough to raise Londinium. Barghest will not be needed there.
I see. Now I understand, Your Majesty. An excellent decision as always.
Barghest, where's Knight Portune? He has still yet to report to me. Did he somehow perish in battle? Portune hasn't returned? What could have happened to him after I last saw him? Knight Portune and I went our separate ways once the forest was cleansed. He did not tell me where he was going. I see. If you do not know where he is either, then he must have fallen to the foreign mage or encountered a group of Moors. Regardless, the cessation of his reports must mean he has died. Fairies have declined so deplorably, even those who survived the war against the Moors. Very well. Leave me now, officers. I can stomach your incompetence no longer.
Yes, High Queen. I'm so sorry we couldn't be more useful.
Your Majesty, wait. May I speak? So you're willing to risk your life to do so? You're still earnest to a fault, I see. Very well. I know what you have to say will be nonsense, but say it anyway. Thank you, High Queen. What I wish to say is, I cannot believe that the foreign mage truly means to destroy Britain. She worked with the Child of Prophecy to repel the calamity of Norwich. She accepted your invitation to Camelot, and she even went out of her way to try to protect the Welsh woods. Human or not, she is far more trustworthy than Knocknarain, who only seeks to disturb Britain's peace. Barghest, the great calamity will be upon us soon. Surely we can use all the help we can get. If the foreign mage is not actually your enemy, her knowledge could be a powerful asset. Please, let me try to negotiate with proper human history. The Child of Prophecy may be a traitor, but the foreign mage could be an ally to the No, I will hear no more of your nonsense, Barghest. Under no circumstances will I cooperate with proper human history, regardless of the perils we may face. As you fear, every fairy alive will now likely die in the great calamity. But so long as Britain remains intact, and me with it, nothing else matters. Oof!
See, Barghest, look what she said. Now join me. Come on, please.
Please.
Well, for Woodrose, I feel like they're mainly not really saying that he's gone soft. It's because he's old. He's an old man. They're like, look, he's over 1,000 years old. What an old man that Woodrose is. Look at Gramps. Silly Gramps thinks he can still fight on the battlefield. They're just treating him like that. But old people are scary. They can be very, very vicious. So Woodrose, I would not underestimate him. Sometimes the oldest ones are the scariest. Like Li Shu, an assassin. He was the most terrifying in his Lost Belt.
Yet he is an old man.
But seriously, Barghest, join me.
Our High Queen's resolve is incredible. Did she really just say we're all going to die, but Camelot will still be safe, right?
Of course he will. Why would she want to rule Britain with no subjects?
The High Queen is still a fairy at heart. Without us, there would be no point in protecting the land.
You heard Mother, Barghest. Get it through that boulder atop your shoulders, would you? If I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Mother couldn't care less about fairies. The looks on those officers' faces was priceless. I can only imagine how much fun it'll be to see them panic once the show really begins.
Is she serious? Then, the High Queen truly has no intention of saving her subjects' lives. Gotcha. So that's the scoop with the High Queen's reinforcements. I have nothing more to say. I'll just keep an eye on things and play it by ear. My next entree is Misaki. I don't care about the battle between Wood Wolves and the Round Table are... Whoa. You're kidding me. Pepperoncinos and Londinium too? Damn, that was close. I'd have blended right into a minefield if you hadn't warned me. Thanks for telling me this. I owe you one. Don't worry, I'll keep my distance from Londinium. There'll be plenty of other chances in the future.
Honey, I'm home! Ah, that was so good. You should have seen Barghest shaking her boots. And you'll never guess what awesomely horrible thing, Mother. Hey, was someone just here?
Well, hello, Lady Spinel. I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Man, the Infinity Mirror of Morgan's is something else. Hell, it's practically magic. Proper human history sure never had such a quick and easy method of transportation. And even if there was one, only a witch who's way behind the times would be able to use it. That alone makes it a worthy of respect. These fairies still have no idea what makes Morgan really scary. Deep down, they still dismiss her as an insolent upstart of a fairy who can't even make sacraments without using magecraft. If you ask me, it's the other way around. She's a scary, powerful fairy who supplements her already insane fairy powers with even crazier magecraft. She's got a teleportation spell that's practically a dimensional connector, made by linking a base mirror with a bunch of sub-mirrors. She's got 12 lances that shine to the end of the world all around Camelot's main gate. She's got a huge tower, bounded field covering all of Britain. She's got the garden where she sealed Merlin. On top of all that, she can even perform ray shifts without coffins. Not even Chaldea could ever pull that off.
Yeah, that is intense. That is a lot.
I never would have guessed she'd be whisking calamities off to ancient times to contain their damage in the past. Seriously, she's got this completely covered. Having Tamlin around, on top of all that, is just overkill.
Right? I knew you'd understand, Beryl. Seriously, why does she keep 3 Tamlin around when she could easily do just me? I keep telling her I should be the only special one. I'm her one and only daughter after all. But she hardly even talks to me.
Oh, don't worry about it. Morgan's just being bashful, that's all. You turned out to be exactly the sort of delicate princess she'd hoped to raise. You can tell she cares about you, right? Why do you think she lets you hang on to one of the Infinity Mirror's sub-mirrors? It's so she can always call you back to it at a moment's notice, no matter where you are or what might be happening. If that isn't doting on you, I don't know what it is. It's way more love than any parent shows their kids in proper human history.
Really? So Mother really does love me? I really am fit to be her daughter? Well, having that mirror sounds like a really good thing to have. That is an ultimate honor. Having instant teleportation. Man, I wish I had that skill.
Of course, from where I stand, it's disgustingly obvious how much she cares. She just wants you to be free. Who cares what those dumb fairies say about you? You should just cut loose and do whatever you like, princess.
Of course I will. There's nothing I love more than hearing fairies scream in pain. I only came to see Woodrose's battlefield to see a mountain of their corpses piled high. I just wish my noble phantasm could target more than one fairy at a time. I do envy that about Barghest. Maybe I should ask Mother to give hers to me. Oh right, Gawain can't use it anymore, huh? I guess I should be more concerned with the Child of Prophecy. It's hard to believe she actually beat Barghest. Is the Master of Chaldea really strong enough to defeat a Tamlin?
Good question. Now that she's made it this far, I guess I owe her a fair shake. Whatever her skills are as a mage, she's gotta be one of the best masters out there. Really, when you think about it, she's got an absolute shit ton of experience. You don't beat Krishtaria Wodan by accident. So the fact that she pulled that off has gotta mean she's a better master than me. And to be that good of a master, she must have had some serious bonds with her servants. On the battlefield, masters and servants fight like they're one mind and one body. It was the strength of those bonds that let her defeat Barghest.
One mind and one body, so they never deceive each other or betray one another. You're a master too, right, Beryl? Do you have a servant of your own?
Who knows? Maybe I still haven't formed a contract yet.
What, seriously? Come on, Beryl. Come on, Red Beryl. I know you like slacking off, but this is ridiculous. Still, it must be fate. It's so totally fate. Hey, Beryl, do you think I could be your servant? Do you think I could find the partner of my dreams, even though I'm just a fairy everyone hates?
Sure. I bet a fairy could become a servant. Maybe I'll even form a contract with you myself, if I feel like it, princess.
Joke's on you, Beryl. I already formed a contract with her.
Yeah, it's still technically a win. Even if Beryl got the final hit, he stole the final blow, but it's still a win.
It is a win.
But right now, I want to talk about tomorrow's deathmatch. Now that I've got nothing to do with Lindinium, I've got some extra time on my hands, so I could use your help laying the groundwork for what comes next.
Poor Lancelot. She probably truly likes Beryl and Morgan, but I feel like they're probably just using her for something. Probably using her to cause chaos. As one do. Hey, I got through section 14. I feel proud. And yo, I finished exactly at 10. I feel really good. That gives me enough time to finish my assignment tonight. Oh, ha ha ha. That is satisfying. And also a good cliffhanger because next is defending Lindinium, which I can definitely do. I believe in us. And Woodrose, he's gonna be scary, but it's fine. I totally believe. Yeah, my command spells would be regenerated by them, thankfully. Or at least, yeah, they should. Yeah, they will be. They will be for sure. I just thought about it. I'm like, when did I put my next Fate stream? I'm like, yes, Saturday. And then Sunday, because why not? Must catch up more to Avalon as one do. And prepared for Tunguska. I got this. I'm just gonna ignore the interlude campaign. Ha ha ha. I can always do those later after all. And ooh, thank you. Wow, thank you for the donation. For the gacha funds. I'm definitely gonna use that when Tunguska comes around. I am being true to what I put down though. No more seeing courts until Tunguska at least. Yes, I just gotta think about that. It's the ultimate goal. So thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and epic gacha luck. I gotta go work on my homework now. I gotta be a good student. Right now, I do have a good grade. I have a good grade. I think it might be a high B. I just went under A because of some, like, silly mistakes that I did, but it's fine. I can still get back up there. I believe B is still good. B is for badass, A is for awesome. So technically I got the more epic title. But yeah, I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye bye!